Awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome back to the Clockwork Nexus where we play D&D sometimes. It's Monday night, which means you're here for Shattered Awakenings. We got most of our players here. Unfortunately, one of us is having some power issues, but she'll be back on later. Before we get to a recap brought by Daniel, let's go ahead and introduce our players who are enjoying a brand new layout that I'm trying out. So, give us your feedback, drop a comment, and let me know. Ken, start us off. Introduce yourself. Who are you? Who are you playing?
Well, I'm not sure why my link isn't on the bottom of these pages. I can't see it. So my link's underneath there. Well, that's something we'll have to work on and fix so that our links are visible, although these are pretty small. So the links will be in the descriptions on all the videos anyway. So if you guys tonight could please just send me your @ signs so I make sure I have them right. I think I have everybody's except for Ori's. I may not have Ori's. And I know that one other person does not want to share theirs. So anyway, I'll be playing. Is it a Mapwa? What the hell is it?
Maypock, yeah.
A Maypock. Well, I've been saying that wrong the entire time. I'll be playing a Maypock named Lunatic. And she is a rogue. And she just likes to blow shit up for payment. I will emphasize, blow shit up for payment. So we don't get any twisted ideas from the other players like we had last week. Payment. But other than that, I do encourage everybody, not only on the page right now that are watching us, all one of you, and all of our players, please go and like the videos. That helps the algorithm a lot. If you like the videos, that's an instant 6 likes that we will get.
Yes.
I'm out.
All right. The lovely Lady Lily.
Hi, I'm Lady Lily on here and across all platforms because I am actually an official lady. I will be playing Linnea Iris, a fun little lodging cleric who is trying really hard to get her own Disney movie.
That's valid. And next is people are out of order. That's Patrick.
Hey, wait, hold on. First, look, like.
Thank you, Patrick.
There, I liked it. I'm Patrick. I go by Castlevania 86 on the interwebs. This game, I'm playing Balor Hawk, the party's Hexblade. And I try to keep Ken in line, but it doesn't work all the time.
All right. And next is...
You know how you can keep me in line, big boy.
Smash.
This
is where it goes off rail.
I'm just gonna rename this party the Rainbow Room, and here we go. All right, Strato.
Hi, I'm Chad, also known as Stratosphere_P online. I play Ori Crythera, the party's resident crazy druid man, who everyone is somewhat concerned about for different reasons.
Beautiful. And next is one of our newer players, but not new to our streams, the lovely Miss Taylor.
Hello, my name is Taylor Renee, also known as Nerdy Pinup Girl on all social media platforms, mainly active on TikTok and Instagram. If you like Smashable Monsters, special effects makeup, cosplay, D&D stuff, or just nerdy shit in general, you should totally give me a follow. Today I am playing Samara Ravenpetal. She is a 6'3", half elf, half drow barbarian who is she loves her booze, she loves to punch shit, and she's a bit of a bitch. I'm just gonna leave it at that for now.
I can fix her.
Oh no, you can't, honey.
Oh, honey.
Oh no. Bless your heart, sweetheart. Oh, honey. I'm gonna go full southern on you with that one. Bless your heart.
All right, and last but not least, the cat butthole. Daniel.
Hello, I am Daniel. I will be playing at the moment Killdrag Fireforge, also known as Zoltharic Stonefist. You can see my wife and her artwork at Sophie's Gallery.
I'm still waiting on that artwork from her. You know, you're supposed to send me some stuff.
Yes, she is been quite busy, but you have been on top of the list, so don't feel bad.
I do like being on top. It's true.
No, the list. You're not going anywhere near her.
No, I'm just saying in general, sir. Why do you have to make it dirty?
Your tone made it dirty.
I said, rumor and hearsay. All right. Who is going to be doing our recap tonight? Who do we got? There's two people that are going to be doing the recaps. It's either Daniel or Strato. Who's got it? Daniel's got it. All
Daniel
right.
tonight.
But next week, Taylor's got it.
I'll
Just kidding.
send you a picture of the notes, Taylor. Don't worry.
Thank
Dude,
you.
she doesn't give a shit.
Do you,
She'll
like,
make
if you want me to give you a recap, it's just like shit happened, and now
She'll
we're
Shit
make
there.
up what
happened.
she wants
Go
to make
on.
up, but
Like
she'll at least
that will
have
be
the
my
note.
recap.
No, the only recap that Taylor will do is the smash cap. That's
Yeah,
all we're looking
no.
at for her.
I will do the bill report. I'll totally do the bill smash report. I will totally.
There we
do
go. All right. Daniel, take it out and take it away, bud. Go for it.
I have to move my cat off my notes. Hang on. Just
Move
can
your
you-
pussy.
Can you move in a direction that's backwards away from the writing? Thank you. On the last episode, we decided to arrive in a nice little town called Embervale. Somehow I arrived before everyone else, but I got to ride in first class. I wasn't too upset about that. The tea was better. We were told to meet at a interesting tavern known as the Mine Shaft. Only there we would find out who we would be meeting. Turns out it was the lovely barbarian Samara. She decided that she was going to be gambling away some of her winnings for, let's call it, merc-style work. Only to have her purse taken all in the same game. Many of us suspected it was Luna for whatever reason. But it's okay. It's just, what she does every time. In the process, we needed to go to Okana Wood, only for us to be kind of stopped in the middle by an arrow being shot into Samara's shoulder, stating that we have kidnapped Rhapsody by someone named Brooke Rustale. She was mighty upset about that. Rustale? Scale. See, I did have that written down. Oh, well. By Brooke Russcale. Samara was mighty upset about it, mostly because apparently she decides to, and this is canon now, get into this sort of trouble all the time. But it's okay. Currently, we resided in a private room in the back of a strip club, which Samara and apparently everyone here frequents quite often. Luckily, we were able to get a couple of nicer rooms other than the, I believe it was the Busty Hippo. In the process, Baylor decided to dump out his entire bag of magicalness, let's call it that. And we found a couple of interesting items. One includes an alchemy blade, and the other is a nesting dolls.
Okay. And is that it for your recap, sir?
That would be the
recat at this point.
That's the recap.
My recat has left the building with all of her fur still on my desk. So, yes, I will say that will be the ending of this recat.
All right. So, where we are going to pick up in the game then is that you guys are bedding down for the evening. You guys have rooms that have been provided for you by the tokens to the Busty Hippo. I'm assuming nobody is actually choosing to partake in any of their services. Okay.
Samara's too busy trying to keep Linnea safe.
My cat would not approve.
And brooding.
and brooding.
Lots of brooding.
While
All
Lydia
right.
Jaw is in the corner.
All right. So each of you are given a room for the night on the house, so to speak. Each of you have your own individual room. So I will give each of you kind of a chance to just kind of share with the audience, if you would, your character's state of mind right now moving forward. What are they thinking about? What are you doing as you get ready for bed? And we will start off. We'll go in reverse order this time. So we'll start with Daniel. What is Zoltharic doing?
As Zoltharic heads toward bed, he is kind of taking a keen eye to his new weapon that was bestowed to him by his uncle. Which, if anyone doesn't remember, it is the weapon of blind faith. It is a maul. Taking a look at some of the interesting depictions that are actually on the weapon itself. Just basically getting a feel for it while, I guess, trying to become one with it for when it's needed purposes.
So you are finally taking the opportunity to legitimately, fully attune to the weapon.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So you just kind of sit there with your hammer and kind of get a feel for it. You look on the head of the hammer, and there are two distinct dwarven figures. Both of them look honestly equally angry, equally serious, but one of them looks like it has more of a wild side. The other one looks more like kind of a cantankerous old dwarf. But you get the feeling that this hammer is quite old. It's been in your family for quite a while. Yet your dad or your uncle or nobody has really shared any stories about it, which would get your attention in and of itself, because dwarves like to tell stories about their weapons. But yeah, you take the time, you get the feeling for it, and you do finally feel like you kind of become at one with it, and you kind of get the feeling that you have truly taken possession of this sword. Or hammer, rather.
Hammer.
Hammer.
Okay. I guess after feeling the feel that feels feely that I've felt that I've become attuned to this hammer, I will place it close to my person.
Okay.
As I make sure that the door is locked and I go to bed.
All right. So you double check the lock. It is locked, and you find yourself in bed. A bed. This is your first time in a while sleeping in a not dwarf-sized bed. So this bed is like an Alaskan king to you. It's fucking huge.
Oh, bro, I'm starfished. Like, without a doubt.
Starfished, fully naked. Here we go.
Diagonal
Bam!
starfish. Like, any way to get as unbelievable amount of this bed under my body as possible.
Beautiful. I love it. All right. So next we will go to Samara.
You will hear Samara kind of. She has been in a foul mood since she has been hit in the shoulder with an arrow with a ransom note. And upon knowing the particular situation involving Rhapsody, her very close companion, you can hear just heavy footsteps going up the stairs and a door slamming aggressively and just aggressive pacing back and forth and constant fucking mumbling. You see her, no one really sees her, but she is currently just pacing back and forth, walking past the bed multiple times. She can't even sit down, gripping the necklace around her neck, fondling the rings that she has as she is just muttering to herself. And she's just like, I should have just been there. I should have kept a fucking eye on her. I fucking promised them. And she is sitting here just beating herself up about not going shopping with Rhapsody as the result of her kidnapping. She is very upset about this. She doesn't really let anybody see her be like as upset as she is, because she mainly kept a very stone cold face in front of the party, or the new party that she has. She is actively angry to the point that her eyes are welling up with tears, and there is a touch of fear in her eyes. And you finally, after a good 20 minutes of pacing, of heavy footsteps, oh God, oh dear Lord.
Well, you know,
Is this because I touched the necklace? Oh, fuck.
Maybe. So as you get that feeling that you do so well to keep suppressed when other people are around, as you're running your fingers along the chain, you know, you're kind of fidgeting with the two rings, and then your fingers make their way to the pendant, to that raven pendant. And as you're holding it, right as you feel the tears welling up, almost just this pulse of warmth spreads out as your fingers grace over that raven pendant.
There's a moment she stops, and almost kind of like an electric shock that impulses your body to grip on more once it feels that shock upon connection. She grips it almost in desperation before she just finally stops in front of her bed, sits down, and just puts her fucking face in her hands before she just kind of curls up and looks up at the ceiling until her body decides to go to sleep. And she goes,
nope, we're going to back it up a little bit.
Oh, fuck! More emotional trauma. This is great. I love it.
It's what I do to you. It's why you keep coming back. You love it.
I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Bring
so
it on.
As you sit down and you kind of put your hand in your hands, you feel a feeling you know can't be real. As you feel the bed next to you just depress a little bit. And you feel almost in the back of your head, just an arm draping over your shoulder, and a feeling one of the only people that have ever been able to make you feel small. As you kind of like look up from your hands and you see the familiar purple gaze of Alaric that's just sitting there. It's not your fault.
No, it's very much my fault. Don't. Why are you even here? You're not even supposed to be here. And you just kind of, for her, she doesn't quite understand the whole spirit talk thing at all. And so she goes, you have been dead and gone for more than 6 years now?
6 years, 3 months, and 27 days.
Of course you're the one to keep the days, aren't you? You always have been.
I don't have anything else to do, my darling.
You're a fool, you know, being here instead of being with Rhapsody.
Who says I'm not?
I don't know how this stupid spirit shit works, you idiot!
So in that moment, he kind of takes his hand and he kind of puts it under your chin and like lifts your gaze up to his. And you're like right here with him, like, and he kind of like leans over, his lips just barely gracing over the line of your jaw. And he just kind of whispers in your ear, if you'd like me to go, I can go.
God damn it. I myself, as like a player above table, smash.
Smash.
As Samara, she takes to the touch for a moment before she kind of, not in a resentful way, pulls away, but in a almost unworthy way, pulls away, and she goes, "I am not the one who's been kidnapped currently. You should be with Rhapsody.
And he kind of like touches the
safe?
pendant.
Can you tell me anything? Has anyone hurt her?"
She is alive. And he kind of like touches the pendant, and I am always with both of you. You know that.
I just don't know why you spend your fucking spiritual miasma energy when it comes to me, when you know it's Rhapsody who always enjoys your company. Granted, and like you see this frustration on her face as she is just, again, not good. She's never been good.
And he is giving you just the smuggest of like just cute little smiles, knowing you want to yell at him, but you're having trouble. Like
Samara
Jesus,
just
you know.
kind of like her face gets flushed. She goes, You tooth pointed
and he
much
just
as I adore you.
interrupts you, and he kisses you straight on the lips, and he says, "Relax, my dear. Tomorrow you go to her, and she will be safe."
I will rip apart anybody who lays a damn finger on that little pink-haired songbird, I swear.
And he kind of like lays you down, and he lays down right next to you.
Samara slowly takes to the very familiar feeling, as much as she tries to fight it from a personal perspective, with her own emotions, with the current state that they've been in these past 6 years.
Mhm.
She eventually, for how this man has always been able to relax her, and she goes, "I hate your stupid way with words. Why can't you just let me be angry?"
Well, if it's what you really want, like I said, I can go.
"No, just stay here till I fall asleep." And with that, she will eventually slowly drift off into dreamland, thinking about how she is going to rip those motherfuckers apart.
Excellent. Next, we're gonna go over to Ori.
Ori, I would probably sit down by the window, lay out the tarot cards
That are
once
still
again.
black as shit.
I would lay them out so that every card is able to see the face, even though they're all completely black. And I would attempt to look up out the window to see if I could see stars. And if I could see the stars, you would probably enter a meditation state. Then above stars, if you could impart your guidance upon me, please give me a sign that this is in fact the right path, that these are in fact the right people to be with. And I'll look back down to the cards to see if anything happens.
All right. So you've done this multiple times. And you know that you've come up with a lot of hokum to just kind of give people at moments. You've read them what they've wanted to hear. You've kind of, it's been kind of a rarity that you find actual readings in the cards. But as you do this, looking at these straight up black cards, your gaze just kind of gets held at them for a moment. And then you get kind of transported to this celestial domain, just this domain of endless stars and galaxies and just different astral bodies, as you are just find yourself kind of just floating there amidst the cosmos. And you just kind of hear a disembodied voice coming from nowhere and everywhere at the same time. Hello, Ori.
Hello there.
You reach to the stars seeking guidance. You ask many questions, but something tells me this is the first time you've heard an answer.
Yes. I believe before that there's been some physical interference between me and the stars, and now I can truly connect.
And how do
Let's
you
see.
find them? Are they beautiful as you imagined all those years in the Undercity?
Even more so. There's a beauty among them that I couldn't even fathom if I tried.
So you ask if this is the right path for you to be on. What makes you think that it might not be? Do you question? Or do you seek reassurance?
Reassurance. Now that I've seen the stars, why is there any reason to return to do all else? I could simply meditate until I become one with them. Let my body waste away and return to the planet. And truly then become
Well,
part of our
you
celestial body.
see, Ori, that is the problem. Returning to the planet. For there are those on your plane that are going to make that quite difficult if they have their way. They lumber through your plane, an ever-hungry giant consuming all that lay before them. They have thrown off balance. And as a druid, you know balance is the key.
Then I shall eliminate them. And once they are eliminated, I will simply let myself rejoin the celestial beings and bodies in the sky.
A noble quest, to be sure. You are traveling with a motley crew. A ragged bunch, but a bunch with potential. Some who seek coin, some who seek knowledge, some who seek to know their own self-worth. Others who just seek to help their families. Some that wish to know that they are worthy of affection, admiration. This is the right group for you to be traveling with. Though the stars do foresee no small amount of trouble in your future. Particularly the gray one. You have to watch her. She's quite a bit of trouble.
Well, then I'll take extra measures to try to guide fate in her path.
Watch the one with her face in the book as well.
I've witnessed that star be born. earlier today.
She has an interesting path before her.
A bud that is yet to bloom.
It is a plant to be nurtured for sure.
Well, then it's only fitting that I nurture it.
For salvation or for ruin. She has an interesting path before her.
Well, I'll do my best to guide fate as best I can.
For now, go back and rest. And just follow the path that lays before you.
Understood.
Watch the gray one. Her
All
path
right.
is all over the place. And then you feel yourself just getting pulled back through the cosmos. And as you feel yourself almost return to your bed, kind of just this cycle of symbols starts appearing, almost like they are etched on the inside of your eyelids. And they are the symbols. I sent you the message of them, the same ones you saw in the vision. They just keep cycling one after another until even that just kind of fades away as you feel sleep take you.
Alrighty.
Awesome. Then we are going to go to Mr. Balorhawk, who you find your room to be next door to a large gray half-drow woman who you just heard yelling and talking to somebody, though you didn't hear anybody talking back.
Kind of just staring at the wall like, no, focus. And he starts pacing back and forth. He's like, well, when are y'all going to chime in? I know you're there. It's been a while. Do you finally accept what I'm doing? I haven't been slapped or pushed or prodded like you all usually do. Surprised when I encountered the Mist and Leanna, you all didn't chime in and make some smart-ass remark saying I need to focus. Is it because I guess I volunteered to watch after her or something like that? Is that supposed to be my great purpose that you all keep telling me about? With this great power you all gave me that I still haven't figured out. And from the sounds of it, we're about to get into a lot of shit. I don't even know what this great power is. Am I just supposed to make up how to use it? Or is it all a scam that you all passed on and all those stupid stories you all used to tell me, but nobody's ever done anything with this? What am I supposed to do? And now, I don't know what's going on in this room next door, but oh God, I'm so curious. But I'm gonna play it smart. Only fools rush in. She'll probably kill me if I go over there and knock on that door right now, so I'll wait.
She will.
See, I have a feeling. But then now I'm kind of curious about this songbird she keeps talking about. That one sounds interesting. No. Focus. Think
So
with this
in
head.
this moment, as you're saying focus, you just hear this ethereal whisper. Batting for the wrong team.
Hold on. Are you there now?
Barking up the wrong tree.
But where's the fun in that?
Not into dudes.
Some dudes.
but not you.
But like I said, I can probably fix that situation, but we won't know. No,
You
because
cannot.
is that a challenge? No.
And
God
like,
damn, why do I keep listening to you? You all just
if you
I
take that
can't
as
ever
a
make you all
challenge, there's
happy.
a 50-50 chance that you end up with no man tackle at all. Just saying. The gray one might smash him.
Probably.
Or
But
rip them off.
when if I
Another
ever
voice
listen
says.
to you all anyway?
That's the problem.
I know. It's just so fun to aggravate you. I keep you on your toes.
I'm a spirit. I have no toes.
Well,
None
you
of us
did at
do.
one point. Metaphorically speaking, you had toes. I guess. I don't know. Fuck, I don't even know what I am anyway. But am I going on the not counting the gray one, that's a whole nother tree branch, but the current trajectory this ragtag group of individuals is on, is that what you all want? Does that make you all happy? Your silence
Why
means
do you
yes.
seek to make your ancestors happy?
I don't know, because you all blessed me with this great power. Wow, I can do parlor tricks. Maybe I should go perform at children's birthday parties.
So, in
You
this
might live
moment,
longer.
in this moment, as you are kind of mocking this gift that you're not even sure that you have, because you are Pact of the Blade, right?
That is correct.
Sweet, we're gonna roll with this then. You kind of get just this gut wrenching pain in your stomach.
I shouldn't
As
have
you,
eaten
like-
that pocket donut.
As your hands like go to your stomach instinctively, right? You suddenly, even though you are like prepped for bed, not wearing any armor, you see your weapon sitting over kind of on this little desk thing that's in the room. You kind of feel what is unmistakably a hilt. That is just, like I said, it's just right there in the stomach.
There's that cruel sense of humor you all typically have.
Well, if you don't like it, then take it out.
Are you telling me to pull out?
As another voice comes in, well, I seldom suggest that, but then look at where I ended up with you as my progeny.
Ah, I've missed you all so much.
Just pull the fucking hilt.
I pull it out.
All right, and you proceed to draw out a full length kind of just blade of arcane energy that takes whatever form of weapon you choose to use. Whether it be great sword, long sword, rapier, short sword if you want, whatever you want. But you fully draw out your packed weapon in and of it. Like it starts off as just kind of this ethereal shape, and as you think about whatever that weapon is, you just see it kind of take that form, and at the hilt or at the crossguard of it, you see the hawk family symbol is just sitting there, kind of emblazoned, glowing, kind of a gold color as opposed to the purplish color of the rest of the blade.
Oh,
More
this
than-
makes up for all the birthdays you all missed.
No, we were busy doing spirit shit. But it's more than mere parlor tricks. and like, because you guys haven't gotten into combat yet, so I'm going to say this is the first time you experience this. You see that your hand is kind of starting to glow this like greenish color. Make I'm going to say a wisdom save.
Well, this is gonna go well.
We'll see how Samara takes it. I don't know.
9.
9?
9.
You full on let out an eldritch blast that just blasts a hole right into Samara's room.
I would like to rage.
Oh God, this is fun.
I'm sorry. There has been a hole blasted into Samara's room. You witness as Samara goes from you see a glimpse of this woman, just kind of this 6'3" woman, kind of just curled up on the bed, trying to just be with her feelings. And then she gets a hole blasted through her. She immediately goes into fucking flight mode. This 6'3" individual, she almost bulks up to what looks like to be about 6'5", as you watch her muscles bulge, and this giant scorpion tail comes out from behind her and is waving overhead, and she is who the fuck just blasted through my wall? And she is about to oh buddy, I'll give you time to react because she's still waking up, but
Okay, so
you see a raging bitch with a scorpion tail ready to fucking rip you to shreds.
So in this moment, Ballard, make a perception check.
Okay. With disadvantage,
No,
considering
Ballard making a perception check.
Ballard,
Samara, you're angry.
I use Angies.
A nat 20 for a 23.
Okay, so in this moment, as you see Samara like just transforming into this beast bitch standing in front of you with this scorpion tail and just like her teeth almost like razor sharp, like her nails almost extended into claw, like just straight up ready to literally rip you limb from limb. You swear for just the briefest of moments that you see a very pale individual, long black hair, wearing these kind of ornate black leather clothes, kind of long flowing black trench coat, just these piercing purple eyes, just kind of like scrambling, kind of like putting his hand like up by Samara's head, and like simultaneously from in you just comes 7, 8 spirit ancestors that are kind of all just, they are bombarding Samara right now. And you hear one of them say, "Get out of the room!"
No! Let me at him!
Leave!
I'm gonna fucking get him! Like, she doesn't really see the individual in front of her right now. She's gone full PTSD fight or flight mode at this point. Someone just blasted through a fucking wall, and she also got hit with an arrow fucking earlier. She doesn't see you at the moment. She was half asleep.
Fowler,
Trying
what
to rest.
are you doing now that you got a moment where she can't see you?
I fall on the floor and play dead.
Okay, and you hear one of these spirits, like only you, Ballard, just hear one of them just say, "Fucking really? That's... oh, Jesus Christ.
Honestly,
he might die. He might die."
Balor, evens or odds?
This is going to be great.
Hold on.
Does
we're gonna
anybody
go
else in the entire party hear this going on?
I would say,
Tara is not being
because-
quiet.
so the way this is, that there are, in this hallway, there are 6 rooms, 3 on one side, 3 on the other one. Zalteric, Ori, and Luna, you guys are on the opposite side. So I would say, Linnea, you absolutely hear this.
She'd probably poke her head out of her room in a very like,
Well,
oh my goodness, what's happening?
the doors are still shut.
You just hear
Oh, I can't leave?
Samara
Oh, okay.
No, I mean,
cursing.
I'm
Can't
saying that
leave.
you stick your head into the
You fucking-
hallway. All you see is 5 closed doors. You hear some shit going on, but you don't see anything happening.
Okay, so she'd poke her head out, saying like, "What's going on?" Not see anything, and just kind of go and knock on Bella's door. Are you okay? I heard a really loud blast, and I think someone was trying to kill you.
I think somebody's trying to kill you.
I'm still playing dead.
Okay.
Again, I need evens or odds, Valor.
I said even.
Even? Okay. I got a natural fucking 20.
So did I.
Oh shit!
That's what I rolled.
Okay, so honestly, considering that you called evens and got a natural 20, Samara, upon watching Balor just drop and play dead, she doesn't get aggressive. She looks confused. She literally is just kind of like, what the actual fuck? Like literally as soon as like she because there's no one attacking her, so the PTSD moment kind of pass as like she watches him drop to the ground, and you just hear heavy footsteps as she slowly. How big is this hole that you blasted through her wall?
It's like maybe 6-7 inches. Like, it's not huge.
Oh, it's not big. Okay.
No.
Okay, so upon that, you would hear heavy footsteps moving to the door, slowly opening it.
Oh, wonderful.
As she looks out, she sees Linea's head sticking out the door, and she goes, "I would keep your head in your room if you would like to keep it, pretty lady."
I'm already at his door. Or she's knocking at his door.
Oh, she's knocking at his door? Oh shit. Okay, so you see Samara with a big ass scorpion tail as she just kind of walks over to him and she goes, "Excuse me. I need to have a bit of a chat." And she will kind of not aggressively, but she'll just kind of nudge her out of the way. I can do a strength check if need be.
What?
Time out. Is there a window in this room?
Yes.
I get up and I open the window
Okay.
and I lay back down.
Beautiful. Okay.
I would say I would ask for a certain type of roll for that, but like Samara doesn't see or hear it considering she's out in the hallway. I ain't gonna try a metagame like that.
Yep.
Samara just politely asks Lynette, because like she's currently she's fucking pissed, but she is in a somewhat stable set of mind after Baylor fucking fake dead, and she immediately goes to turn the knob if it is unlocked.
Linnea kind of just steps back a little. It's like, deep breaths. Everything can be handled through proper conversation.
Do not tell me what to do right now.
I'm sorry.
No.
Don't kill him.
No. I'm the one, and you kind of see her literally almost turning gears as to what she has been taught to process her anger from past situations, and you see her kind of mumbling to herself in frustration. She goes, "No.
Don't
I'm
kill the
sorry,
innocent
you
one,
did
darling.
nothing wrong in this situation. Just please step aside so I may have a nice talk with Baylor." And she's going to go to unlock the door.
Yeah, the door. Give me a strength check. Go ahead. With advantage because you're raging.
Yeah, I am raging. And you just see the scorpion tail is constantly like on a swivel. It is ready for any incoming attacks, any more blasts through the walls, anything.
This is
Strength or
wonderful.
athletics?
Athletics.
Okay. All right, that's an 18 for the first one and a 9 for the second. So 18 plus 7. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22.
Okay.
25.
And being a barbarian, do you get a Ken, did they get a +2 to their strength checks, or is that only on damage things for?
I think
Right.
that's only on damage.
All right, sweet. So I will say that with that strength check, you
Ken
straight up
has a question.
open the door,
Ken has
and
a
then
question.
yes, I will go to Luna. What is up, Luna?
What's up?
Well, when she came out the fucking door, I had already
Okay.
said, I saw Linnea go over there at least to the door and knock on the door. I didn't get a turn, so I walk out the door. I'll be in my nightshirt. I don't really care. But I'm carrying a what appears to be a can of beans, and I will walk right up to Samara.
no.
If Samara is whatever Samara's doing. If she's
Samara's
pushing,
currently clenching the doorknob.
if she's pushing Linnea out of the way or anything like that. I mean, this person, just fucking came about. Why is she doing all this? So I'm holding my can of beans. It's a
Okay.
red can, just so you know.
Oh no.
Brian.
Okay.
I will say, as she grasps the doorknob, she takes a moment. And again, she is no longer in like this state, like she is raging still, she is angry. But she is still in somewhat of a conscious state. She does realize, and this is due to the fact that she has been taught breathing techniques and control to a certain extent, but she still is able to channel her rage and ready to attack someone who just blasted through a wall. She's kind of gripping the doorknob. She turns, she sees Linnea, like still beside her, and then she turns to see Luna with this can of beans in their little paws. Is it paws?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Sure is.
And she goes, "Are you the only ones who have dealt with someone such as Balor blasting holes through your walls?"
I cannot say that he's ever blasted a hole through any wall. But maybe there's a logical explanation.
She then
You never
turns to
know.
Luna
Damn
to
right.
hear her
there is.
answer.
Let me be quite frank with you. Is this what we're going to have to be dealing with for the foreseeable future? You flying into a rage in seemingly attacking or trying to make way into one of our party's rooms? I mean, is this what we look forward to?
You kind of see her flare up for a minute because she's still a bit triggered, and she goes,
But-
"Excuse me,
You
me
can-
trying to
no.
barge into someone else's room when this Balor individual just blasted a hole through my wall and then I guess dropped dead. I don't know what the fuck happened. I didn't do anything. I just, I reacted in the usual way that I do.
Yeah.
And you just kind of see her. She, at this point, she starts pacing back and forth. She goes, "I was just trying to get some bloody fucking sleep,
But
and
why
this
don't you
motherfucker blasts through my damn wall out of nowhere."
All of that is completely 100% valid.
None of that is completely valid. I'm sorry, Linnea. This outrage and outburst that you have. What I would ask you to do is to please calm yourself.
Random attacks. Give me a reason to be calm. Maybe let me
Give you a reason to be calm. Here, I'll give you 3d10 reasons to be calm.
Oh shit!
bring it on.
Okay.
Stop me. I want
I'm gonna go ahead and pop. I'm gonna go ahead and pop the top. So that's a dexterity saving, a dexterity saving throw.
Bring it on. I love
You too, Linnea. Balor, you're through a door, so you get advantage.
Also, Ken,
I'm far away from the door.
Also, Ken, I just want to say I love you as an individual, and I appreciate you for this.
I have
what is it? A
my
dexterity?
stalling technique is coming to bite me in the ass, but okay, I'm here for it.
That is a 16, so she does not make it. What's the damage?
3d10 plus 3 fire damage. So that is a total of
Is this an explosion? What is this?
17, 18, 19.
It's an explosion from what I heard from Luma. Luna.
Okay, I think I would wake up at this point.
At 23 points. So each of us take 23 points of damage. I don't know what Linea's what your dex saving throw was. Oh, let me make a dex saving throw as well.
Oh,
But I'm on another side of the room.
50 plus
would I
3
be,
for
like,
a 18.
having to
What's that?
like how big of a
Yeah, my
blast
dex
is
is
this?
it's an 18.
Alright, so you take half of the 23 then. So 11.
Samara's kind of
Mhm.
shocked by this explosion for a minute. She kind of
Well,
blinks.
You're,
a few
you're
times.
also knocked prone to the ground and you're on fire.
Oh, fuck yeah. That's nice. It's hot.
What was the
Same for
save?
me.
No, you say.
Can I sleep through the explosion? Like I'm just like
After this after
I
this
would
explosion,
say, yeah.
after this
I
explosion
hear the boom and I
goes
just
off,
I lay back down.
I open the door and just see flames, right?
Samara's just starfished on the ground in flames, and she's just laughing maniacally at this point. Just
Now
the little furry one actually did it.
I open the door and be like, "Oh my god, they got you too!"
Can I dump a bucket of water on her?
Sure.
I opened my window and there
That-
it was
but-
one of those
You know what?
kobolds
Yeah.
was there, and
You
like
do have a legitimate like thing of water, like in a wash basin that they provide for general washing, but that's all you have for this big ass this hallway that is now on fire.
How much
What?
of the hallway is on fire, and do each of us have a wash basin?
That
in
would
the
be
room?
like all of it because
It's a 20-foot. It's a 20-foot radius.
Oh god. We're
So
never allowed in this tavern again.
20 feet of the hallway is on fire. Do each of us have a wash basin, or just me,
you
or
do.
just like the thing?
But then
Okay.
out of nowhere, the entire area that Luna has lit on fire is suddenly being rained on. As coming up the stairs, you guys see a very elegant elven woman with long black hair with this kind of streak of white going right down there. Kind of comes up. She is wearing more modest clothes than most of the girls that work here, and she has this kind of just very stern expression on her face. And she just kind of looks to all of you and just, it seems that you are all making a ruckus in my establishment. May I ask who saw fit to light the hallway on fire?
I'll raise my hand.
And can I trust that there was good reason for this?
Yes.
Might you enlighten me?
Tried to calm down the situation. Seemingly was out of control. As you can see, I'm in my night clothes trying to get some sleep along with the other patrons, and this one is making a havoc of everything. Looks like she may have accosted one of my friends. I don't know what happened to my other friend that's behind this door. She looks like she's in some type of a rage. I thought the best thing to do was to light her ass on fire.
Samara's tail is twitching, and like her scorpion tail is twitching on the ground. She's still pissed as fuck as she just slowly sits up after the flames go out. She's dusting off ash and soot. And
How many hit points do you have left?
16.
Sweet. As she
Um,
kind of looks at you, kind of like dusting herself off, she just kind of like waves her hand, and I will say, you go to sleep. Who has the least hit points after her?
do I even get a saving throw in this?
You.
You see Samara.
Y'all having legitimate sleep cast on y'all.
Okay, but she's an elf, bro.
Oh,
Yeah,
Okay.
you forget
she's
that.
half elf though.
Half elf
Doesn't
and
get
half
it.
drow.
Same.
Half elf still
Get
get
it.
it.
Yep.
Fuck.
Dang,
Never
that
mind.
elf's gonna be put to
Yeah,
sleep.
half
I'm
elf
gonna
and
do
half
something
drow.
else
I'm a
then.
mystical bitch.
I'm gonna Fuck, you are a half.
Try me,
Yeah, same.
motherfucker.
I
Yeah,
also
no,
can't be
I
put to
got you.
sleep.
like Samara just looks at the woman and she goes, "You know that shit doesn't work on me. You fucking tried that multiple times. This motherfucker blasted a fucking hole through my wall. That's why I got as angry as I did. Do you think that me, a fucking warrior, the person that I am, is going to react any sort of sensible when it comes to someone
I hit her with a
blasting away
hammer?
through my fucking walls?
That-
What
that-
do you have to answer for it?" As she
Hey,
turns to
hey,
Balor.
calm
Yeah,
your tits.
yeah.
Calm your tits. I didn't blast a hole in your wall.
Well, it
Okay.
came from your room, didn't it?
Calm.
Do not tell me what to do.
Explain what
Make
you
know.
a
did.
charisma save. That would be everybody within a 20-foot radius.
23.
Fuck, that's a
7.
natural 20 with a +0. Like, I will take a picture of that shit.
She is having a hard time with you.
Oh, yeah. Samara's gonna make it a hard time. And not in the fun way.
I'll
Holy.
come out of my room at this point with my pocket donut in hand, just like, what's going on?
I'm just gonna look at you walk out of your room with a pocket donut and just kind of like,
Oh no.
ooh.
Pocket donut.
Just munching on a fucking pocket donut.
Yeah,
While
I'm
you're
just like,
eating beans.
I'm just, and there's like charred hallway, and everyone's yelling at each other, and I'm
And
just
it's raining in the hallway right now, so that's a thing.
Whoa, no one. I'm not yelling. I'm just standing here debating on whether or not I should hit Samara to knock her out.
Samara is currently glaring at this woman, just being like, "You do understand, I have been at this establishment quite a few times myself, and I am not one to like to be interrupted. I don't even like it when people knock on my door!"
I understand this, but you have upset this guest who has now lit my establishment on fire.
And I was the one who was
You-
upset
one of
first
you-
after someone blasted a hole through my wall. Why is
And
it? Why is it that I am seen as the fucking aggravator when I was the one who was attacked in the first place? I do not see the fucking sense in this.
I mean, most people with rational thoughts, if something out of the ordinary in an establishment occurs, they probably go down and talk to the proprietor and see if they can.
Rational thoughts is what got people dead.
Yeah, rational thoughts. I can see that we're not going to have a very good time with you. So at this point in time, if I'm allowed to, and if I need to make some restitution for what I need to do, I didn't get your name, ma'am.
My name is Lady Zelana.
Lady Zalana, I am Luna. If I need to make restitution, wash dishes, whatever I need to do, I'll be more than happy to do that. If you need me to wash out the used condoms, that's fine too. But the fact is that I'm going back into my room. I'm going to gather my things and find someplace else to stay for the evening, and I will make sure that I leave contact information. Thank you very much for your time. The rest of you, good night.
And Lady Zelana just sits there looking very confused and just what, used condoms. What is you do not have to leave, but if you feel more safe to do so, I understand this.
I would find
here-
myself more safe underneath the eave of a house, or possibly of some sort of garbage pail in the back, than I would here right now.
If you would like, you can take a complimentary stay at my legitimate inn, the Moon Maiden's Inn. It is just down the way a little bit. You cannot miss it. Just tell them that Zelana sent you and give them this. And she kind of hands you just a little, like, basically like a little card, and just, and you will be taken care of. You can have a suite for the night.
Ve-
And I
Very well.
established for the I apologize for the disturbance that you partook. Though I would ask if you stay there, if you could please not light that one on fire. I would be very appreciative of this.
Well, I'm hoping that we have a better clientele at that one. I probably won't have to resort to shenanigans.
Very well.
I will
And-
say, before Luna leaves, as Samara's brushing herself off, she does turn to Luna as she kind of has like a touch of resentment in her eye and anger, but she has a bit of a smirk on her face as she goes, I didn't think you would actually do it, little fuzzy bug, but let me tell you,
Don't just.
I like how you
Look,
actually are able to blow shit up. And
I just keep
appreciate
walking.
that.
I just keep
And
walking and shut my door to my room and gather my things, my
she
belongings.
laughs before she walks into her own room.
So back to Balor. Before I hit you, Ori, I see you there. You walk back into your room and you see the spirits that were there, and they are all like rolling on the floor. That was fucking great. She was gonna rip your head off.
But she didn't.
She does not have a thing for you.
We'll see about that.
Really don't think she does.
Then why am I alive and you're all dead?
I have been dead for like 1,500 years.
My problem. Quit living in the past. We're in the now.
Right. And then, so as you're like having that conversation, you see that this elven woman is standing at your door and just, and nobody else can see these other spirits, by the way. That's just you. And you just kind of hear a,
Look, it's been a rough
sir,
night. Let me explain.
if you wish to use the glory hole, they are down in the basement. I would please ask you to not put one of those in our other patrons' rooms, please.
Duly noted, but that wasn't me. I was trying to explain it, and then the person that I loosely consider a compatriot, but now she's just blowing stuff up, which I thought we had an agreement. If she was ever going to blow something up, she was supposed to give us fair warning. I'll have to make note of that. But anyway, as I was trying to explain to the rather large gray woman out there who thinks I put this hole in her room and tried to attack her, even though she's been attacked by several kobolds, well, I went to open my window to get some fresh air, and there were two of them hanging, getting ready to come in the room. There was a struggle, and their hands started glowing, and then I was able to push him out and his compatriot, but this beam just shot straight out of their hands before I could stop them. I fell backwards, hit my head on the floor. I think they took off. and
Make
then
a
I just hear an
make
explosion.
a deception roll, dude. Like, make a deception roll here.
That is quite the story. I fucking love it though. I'm so here for it.
Non-natural 20.
Okay, so this woman gives you kind of the long side eye.
I'm just rubbing my head like, what is that floor made out of?
As unlikely as your story is, we will make sure to look into these allegations of kobolds breaking and entering. This is a very serious thing.
Well, you can ask the gray lady. She got shot with one through a window earlier this afternoon. So it's like they're trying to kill her. It's like she has a
Right.
giant target on her.
And we will look into that. And she kind of like waves. And again, glory hole, basement, don't make your own.
Mm.
And she kind of like waves her hand, and the door shuts behind her.
That was a good try.
And
You
then
see
she just
Samara in her room. She's patching it up with any sort of tarp or something that she has to cover up that damn hole. And you hear just pounding of
and
nails.
then she sits
from-
there like, "Ma'am, please please stop hammering shit into my walls."
I would like some fucking privacy, but it
And you
seems
see
that
her just kind of wave her hand, and the hole just kind of patches itself up.
I keep forgetting you guys can do that kind of shit. I don't understand your whole magic wish shit. Oh dear God. Okay. And she is then at this point exhausted as you watch this, as they watch the scorpion tail secede back into her, and she just plops on the bed. She goes, "Fuck all of you," and she passes out. She's done.
I
She
want
was-
to make a tail joke so bad right now, but mine is a fox's tail. Anyway, nope. Moving on.
yeah, she is finally trying to. She knows how important it is for her to get some rest in order to get.
Ma'am,
back in the
please,
morning.
before you partake in a rest, please
What?
avoid breaking any more doors down, or assaulting any more guests, or causing anybody any more reason to blow up my hallway. I would appreciate that very much.
You watch as Samara turns and she gives like
And-
this extremely forced smile that is almost gives uncanny valley.
And as you do, she looks at you and says, "Samara, I really wish this was the first time I had to have this conversation with you. I really, really wish this was the first time I've had to have this conversation with you."
You still see Samara's face like twitching as she's trying to force like what a smile is supposed to be, but it looks really crooked and a little bit demented. As she just goes, "No, I completely understand."
You just
I-
need to sit there with your compatriot over there on the bed, and you look over, and Alaric is still just kind of laying there, just kind of like looking at you, kind of like with his arm open,
At that
like.
immediate moment, you literally see embarrassment cross her face that
And-
he has been watching this whole time, and she just plumps on the bed and curls up like a fucking baby doll. She is.
And
she's
you know
pouting.
though that nobody else is supposed to be able to see him.
I know.
And she
this
just,
happens
as you
got
turn around to
called
look
out.
at her, you see the hand wave and the door shutting behind her.
She curls up, pouts, and
Hey,
she
we
just
got a Selkie!
sits
Yay!
there and pouts as she goes back to sleep, and she goes, "I didn't want to hear fucking shit from you right now. I just got a hole blasted through my wall after I got a fucking arrow in my shoulder after Rhapsody got kidnapped again."
And he
And-
pulls you into his shoulder and just wraps the arms around you as you feel the spiritual arms just kind of embrace you.
Samara
Dad.
just
Go to
sits
sleep.
there and
Go to
just slowly her yelling sort of talking just starts to go into mumbles as much as she tries to fight the comfort, she
Yes.
ends up immediately giving into it, and you kind of hear those angered yells that are to nobody, by the way. She sounds like a crazy person as you hear
I was
her.
gonna say, Linnea and Balor, you hear her talking to somebody. But we are gonna go to Ori real quick before we go to Linnea because he had his hand up. What do you got?
Linnea said that she was still laying on the ground, so seeing that as the situation was kind of finishing up, Ori would have walked over and reached a hand out to Linnea. And as he reaches his hand out, if anyone that was kind of in front of or close to Ori would have seen that his hand is glowing blue. And almost
Okay.
looks like there's white lines on it. As I reach my hand down to help Linnea up, do you take it?
Linnea kind of like looks up because she'd been kind of looking straight, but looks up, sees your hand glowing, and just you see like the light reflect back in her eyes because it's pretty and it's glittering. And she just looks at like, so pretty. And she takes your hand to get back up. Thank you. I
As
want my
I
bed.
as I pick you up, you hear me mumble Ad Astra, and you get 13 points of healing.
Awesome.
Wonderful.
Very, she feels like herself healed. I kind of looks, thank you. Oh my,
And
I
I will
got out of
also
hand real fast.
I'll dissipate my starry form.
Beautiful.
She would definitely thank him, and then I just look around. Well, this is going to be difficult if we don't learn to properly communicate. But I'm really tired, and I would like to go to my room.
Take rest.
And you turn to see this imposing looking elven woman that is just standing, having just witnessed this, because you guys are just doing this in the hallway.
She would turn. So sorry for all of the trouble. We're still getting to know each other.
I understand
that's-
Samara can have that effect on people. But
Oh,
can I
she's
offer
great.
you anything? And she kind of like motions her hand out in front of her, and you see just these drinks just appear on a tray that seemingly pops out of nowhere. And she's like, I have anything from warm milk, hot cocoa, tea, it's chamomile, if you care for
get-
this.
Did you have any mint tea with honey?
Of course. And she kind of snaps her finger, and one just kind of appears, and she hands it to you. And
She
rest
takes
well.
it very like, thank you so much again. We are so sorry. And she kind of just turns around and walks back to her room, like nodding her head again in like genuine, I'm so sorry this happened.
Again, we are more used to this than we should be. Samara has a tab of damage that she has done. It's coming due. I apologize very much. Please, do your best to take rest. And she kind of looks at Orion. Is there anything I can get you?
No.
Then
I'll,
with this, I bid you adieu and say good night.
And I'll just kind of like silently walk back down to my room.
All right.
Sir,
Luna, are you? What's up? Finish it up.
yes,
What do you
sir.
got? No,
Uh,
all good. I'm sorry I cut you off.
No, you're good. So as she takes her tea and she goes in, she does take a sip before putting it on like a table. But before she puts it on the table, she's like, prestidigitation. And
To
then
the-
puts the cup down to the table.
Oh, okay. So
She
did
put
you,
her cup
so you
down.
clean the table?
Yes, she has.
Okay.
That's what she was doing in her room. Prestidigitation to everything.
That's probably a good
And
course of
she-
action.
As she walks over to the bed, she does it one more time and then a second time just to be sure. She sits on the bed and you see that very pleasant face that she continuously holds just drop. And it's almost instant that I want to go home. I miss my sister. I want to go home. What did I get myself into? As she just kind of falls back onto the bed,
Okay.
and the book just kind of scoots up to her.
I was gonna
and
say,
she hugs it as she kind of starts crying herself to sleep.
okay, so as you are sitting there crying yourself to sleep, in something that's not unfamiliar to you since you've had the book, your head just gets flooded with basically all your favorite little like nursery rhymes as a girl, you know, the little fairy tales and everything. It just floods your images with happy moments. And
Linnea sees this and she cries a little harder, but it's not as exasperated.
so this time being the first time out of the city, you hear a woman's voice humming an extremely familiar tune. You don't know where you know it from, and it just is immediately the single most comforting sound you have ever heard.
As she's hearing the sound and trying to recognize it, and she's a little afraid of letting that warmth take over because though it feels familiar, she
Mhm.
can't pinpoint from where. And her person that she would take comfort from isn't there, so it's different for her. But
Mhm.
slowly, it seems almost like the book is allowing her is helping her accept and let it fill her till the point to where the tears start to warm and like slow down, and she's able to breathe easy.
All right. And then you do finally drift to sleep. Or trance? Trance. Because that's what elves do.
Trance. Oh no, I sleep. I think, and Eladrin does sleep.
Do they? Sweet. Awesome. Then we will cut to Luna real quick. You got given a slip to the nicest inn in town. Did you take her up on that, or are you
I'm just finding some location to bed down for the evening and eat my orange.
and eat your orange? All right. So you do that. And all of you do take a night's rest in whichever manner you do so, whether that's trance, whether that's sleep, whatever it is. What I want to do is jump forward a little bit, time skip a little bit, travel. Unless there is a specific conversation that wants to be had during travel, we're going to go ahead and just kind of say you guys get to where you're going, more or less. Because we do have something we're trying to bring in. But I will ask, is there any conversations y'all wish to have?
Samara's isolating. She ain't talking to no one. She's fucking
All right.
down.
Sweet. So morning comes, you guys are going. Just going. No, I appreciate that nobody brings up what happened last night, and everybody's just going to say, we're just going to move on. There's a job to be done.
We have time for that later.
No
Yeah,
flat out
well-
conversation having, but Ori would have thought to himself after getting the message that the Great One was going to cause problems
Yeah.
and to keep an eye on her, and after what happened, he is very much like considering her, like keep an eye on her, not as in a like keep her in line, but as a potential threat. So he's like close eye watching, like prepared to act at any moment.
This is going to be wonderful. I mean, to be honest, Taylor is at any given point a threat. This is true. And I mean that about Taylor, not even her characters.
Oh no, like I'm here to cause the chaos.
All right. So, you guys are going. You guys traipse through the woods for a while. I'm getting messages. What's happening? Okay, never mind. I'm not getting one. That was an old one. Just so you guys know, Selkie is on her way. She's loading up now. All right, so you guys go through the woods a ways. You guys are traveling for about half a day. You guys are making a pretty good clip, though. Samara does seem to know where she is going, and I am saying that the whole party as a group is together. Where we are gonna go to do this is, I'm actually gonna have you guys in just a moment. Because I'm working on using these. Go to D&D Beyond because Ken is has talked to me through how to do stuff. D&D Beyond, and go to our campaign and start the session. if you wouldn't mind. And if somebody, one of you, let's go with Ken because he's been showing me what to do anyway. So I'm going to let him. If you could present and share your screen when you got loaded up and share that map screen, it should show up in this nice big box for everybody. Are you still with us, Ken, or are you frozen? I can't tell. Oh, there he goes. He's moving.
I don't know how to present it. I've never been on that side.
Okay. So down at the bottom, let's see. Yeah, down at the bottom of your screen, the Streamlabs screen, you should see a little box that says present. So you're going to hit that, and you're going to go to share screen, and you're going to pick the whatever screen you have open that has the map. You finding it? If any of you can find it before Ken, I don't care who shares it. I just need somebody to share it. There we go. Beautiful. So what you guys see, as you guys are making your way through the dense foliage, you guys are following some of the tracks. You guys find these kobold tracks kind of intermittent at first, eventually getting a little thicker, a little more obvious. And up through the dense trees, you guys see a hilltop that's just kind of rising in these kind of steps. And up at the top of it, you see just parts of a worn and broken out tower that is just looming there. And you see it raising above there. And Samara, you start to get an inkling as you kind of are fidgeting one of the rings that your little songbird is close. You don't know where, but she is close. And in this moment, I will let all of you guys think about where we're going to go. Selkie, I'm sorry to do this, but we are going to take our bio break as everybody else has been in here for about an hour and a half. So think about what you guys want to do from here, knowing that you guys are about to find who you guys were looking for, really, in the end of it. So we are going to go to break, and anybody watching at home, we will be back in 5 minutes' time. Once I find the video, there we go. All right, so give us 5 minutes, and we will be back to actually probably have a combat for once. It does happen, but we will be back. Everybody, we will see you in 5 minutes. All right, here we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome back to Shattered Awakenings. We are back from our bio break. I have shed my hoodie, my hoodie blanket because it was getting hot. It's getting quite hot in here. But after an interesting night, the party did band together to make their way out into the wilderness in search of Samara's little songbird, is all she really said. And they made their way through the woods, and they found themselves kind of at the base of this tower. You guys know that Luna is with you, but they are, as ever, choosing to hold back. Just to kind of stay stealth and do rogue stuff. But they are still with you. So what I am going to have you guys do, also in D&D Beyond, I'm going to have you guys roll initiative now. You guys are not actively in initiative yet, but this is going to determine how I let you guys do everything you guys are doing. So if you wouldn't mind in D&D Beyond, just rolling your initiative, and then we will kind of take our turn order from there. And what you can do, all of you guys did have a long rest, so all of you guys can mark a long rest. Obviously, you guys slept last night, so make sure you guys do that. Everybody is at ship shape. Everybody has all spells and all of everything. What was that?
Thank the fucking gods.
Yeah, you got bombed, dude.
No, I got fucking,
Great.
I got blasted.
Hey, the spirit can't do that yet. He's working on it.
Jail.
Jail.
Prison to the corner, Brian. To the corner.
Oh.
Me and
Just saying.
Linnea have the same initiative.
Say what?
Me and Linnea have the same initiative.
Whose dex is higher?
What's your dex, Linnea?
17.
It's you.
Okay, so we're gonna call hers a 22 then is what I'm gonna put on there. All right,
16
Samara.
for me.
There you go. All right. And one of you doesn't get to be on there yet because of reasons. Selkie, we see you down there. You do exist. We love you, and you are here, but not there yet. Ken, can you move the screen down a little bit so we can see the party, please? But so at the top of this, where we're going to start off with Linnea, you are sitting here looking at this tower. You are with a mostly familiar group. What are you doing in this moment in time?
Sorry, they walked in right as you were calling my name.
It's all good. Momming happens.
Okay.
Oh, they just got
should
the
be
mom
looking-
look. That was like the shut up look without saying it. That was pretty good.
They're fine. They'll be fine.
They'll be fine.
No, so she would be looking up at this tower, kind of just a little daunting for her. She'd cast. Can I roll for perception? Actually, can I roll for perception? To see if
Yeah,
I-
sure. What are you trying to perceive in particular? What are you looking for?
If we've been noticed, if there's any like other people around us.
Absolutely. Go for it.
I'll just do it through the computer, even though it's gonna make me freeze. But that's a nat 20 for a 26.
Beautiful. As you are just sitting here, you kind of like motion to your party for everybody to just kind of hold up for a second. And you open up your senses, you open up your ears to the wilds around. You see if you can hear anything. You do hear a gentle kind of talking. Nothing. Do you speak Draconic by chance?
I do not.
Okay.
Celestial, common, dwarven, halfling.
Then nothing that no speech that you recognize, but you kind of take from the general tone of the words that you are hearing that it does seem conversational. So you kind of get the perception that you guys haven't been seen yet, but you do perceive those voices in that conversation and whatever it is.
Okay, so I would touch my earring. She would touch the earring and just like relay to everyone. They haven't noticed us, but there are a few people around, so we should try to lay low.
Yes, Taylor. You look like you're thinking about something.
You just hear a grunt from Samara. She's currently scoping out this whole fucking place, seeing who she can fucking kill.
Well, you don't see anybody yet. But sticking in that initiative order, Ori, what are you doing in this moment?
I'm going to make a bad decision. I'm going to put a hand on Samara's shoulder, very gently,
Okay.
and just lean in. We have this. Fate is on our side. Stay calm and cast guidance. So you have a guidance to hold on to.
Stay calm, motherfucker.
Samara just kind of sits there. You watch as she like slowly, like you just kind of watch her. She just slowly just.
Oh, I'm not looking at you. I'm looking straight forward.
Oh no, she's looking to your hand, touching her shoulder, and she just kind of sits there. You watch as her eye twitches, and she goes, and because she feels the woos magic, she is used to guidance, but she is not used to it coming from you. And so she just kind of sits there and she just like you watch her eye twitch and she goes, and you again, her lips twitch into a really fake smile as she is trying to be polite and goes, "Thank you. I will do my best." And she just kind of slowly just turns away and continues to keep an eye up ahead. She does not feel comfortable with people that she doesn't know.
Yeah, or he doesn't understand social boundaries, so he just kind of
Samara, we're besties.
I slink back and just kind of keep my eyes
Wunderbar.
on the horizon. I
Alright.
also do speak Draconic, so if I hear anything about like
Okay.
anything
Um,
alerting people, like hey, there's people here, or I think I heard anything along the lines that would give indication
Go ahead
that they might
and
be
give
onto
me
us.
a perception check with advantage because Linnea did point out that there were voices. So go for it.
Thank God it's with advantage. 22.
22. All right. So you do pick up on the voices. And you hear just in faint Draconic a couple of distinctive voices as you hear some of them just sitting there saying, "How long do we have to sit out here in the fucking sticks? This is boring. We already got the dumb pink bitch. Let's just fucking go."
I'll
Thank
just kind of
God the
relate.
boss put her in the fucking box and she shut the fuck up. I thought she was never gonna she was just prattling endlessly.
I'll just kind of quietly say to the group, and like I'll air quote it, the pink bitch is in the box.
You see Samara tense up and her eye twitch immediately. She goes, "Did you say pink bitch?"
Their words, not mine.
Oh no,
I'm just
no! I
relaying what I
wasn't
hear.
putting that on you. She is indeed a pink bitch. I've seen her.
She's in the box.
They put her in a box, and
Well, you are up next, Samara. So what are you doing with
how
your
far are these motherfuckers?
Well, you guys don't have eyes on them. You just hear them.
You
And
just
it's
hear
coming
'em.
in the general direction of the tower.
Oh fuck!
What's in the box?
What's in the box? Oh god! Oh god! I only hear them.
Yeah.
Mm.
And you feel this necklace that you're wearing like stirring and like the familiar just feeling of your husband. Stay calm. Stay calm.
Selkie, evens or
calm.
odds?
Don't do evens that won't end well.
13.
That was a 19. So you watch as Samara kind of you see her tense up, her muscles bulge for a second as she almost wants to rage and run out, and she takes a deep breath, and you watch as she like kind of counts down to 3. From what and like, you can tell this woman has been through some fucking therapy from what she was taught. And she starts and she counts to 3 and she goes,
This is terrifying.
"What is the plan so I can fucking crush their skulls and get my little pink bitch back?" And you can tell it's very hard for her to say this, but she is being completely honest. Like, this is almost very vulnerable for her to control her anger because she doesn't like feeling like she can't bow up to anybody, especially when there's someone that she can't see. So she's
Alright.
trying her best.
So you're opening up to what is the plan?
Yeah, you watch as like she relayed it, and she's just like,
Mhm.
tell me what the plan is so I can get my little pink bitch back right
Okay.
now.
All right. Balor, what are you doing in this moment?
About to do a very dumb decision.
I'm here for it.
So as Samara's just tensed up, I do the thing that Ori did where I put the hand on his shoulder. I'm like, look, just so we're all on the same page.
Don't do it.
Again, eye
Don't do it.
twitching as she turns to you, especially considering
But like
that-
he is keeping a straight face, like dead serious, like, look, so just so we're all on the same page. Again, these are their words, not mine. They refer to her as the pink bitch in a box. You keep calling her a songbird. Is this a person or is this an actual bird we're about to go save? Because it may be very vital if we're freeing somebody.
Do not get me wrong. She is indeed very small, at least for me, because she fits very well. And
Like
you kind of
Luna Small? Or
how tall is Luna? And how tall is Rhapsody?
Rhapsody's like 4'5".
How tall is Luna?
Like she's
Ken?
very short.
Fucking bite-sized.
You're muted, Ken.
I do believe Luna is somewhere in the 3 foot range, 4 foot.
4 foot.
So
4 feet tall.
yeah,
4.
And you said Rhapsody was what? 4'5"? She's
tiny.
she's only about 4.5 feet tall, and she'll go like probably maybe just above waist height on her.
That's
Right above the bottom of her rib cage. She goes, she's a very small thing. Don't get me wrong, she'll bite your fucking kneecaps off.
Well, if she's a friend of yours, I probably believe that. But I just want to make sure because you kept calling her songbird, and they shoved her in a box, and I wanted to make sure it wasn't an actual literal bird we were trying to get.
Oh, honey, she's not good at hitting very much, but she's very good at shit talking. That's why I call her that little songbird. And you kind of
I
see
can't wait to
as
meet her.
she's
She
talking
sounds
about
fun.
Rhapsody, she actually seems to relax a bit. Before she immediately that relaxation seizes back up, and she's like, back on the mission. And she's
And
like,
I take the hand off the shoulder and like, okay. And then I look at Linnea and I'm like, if things go south, which they probably will, find Luna and stick with Luna. Because things are gonna go bad. I just have a
Things are
feeling.
gonna go bad.
Well, last time I stuck close to Luna, I got hit with fire a bit.
in beans.
So
Fire and beans. All right, and that's going to take us to Luna. What are you doing in this moment as you are stealthed out in the woods a little bit?
My interact with object. I'm going to pull out my crossbow as an action. I'm going to climb 20 feet up whatever tree is there.
Okay.
And as a bonus action, I will use steady aim for the next turn.
Good. Steady aim. All right. So, what are you aiming at? Or are you looking? I'm sorry. Are you looking for anybody in particular, or are you just?
No, I'm not holding an action. I'm just told you what I did. I'm not
Okay.
holding an action.
So
My,
you're
my
using steady
action
aim.
was to climb the tree.
All right. Would you like
And-
to make any perception checks for looking for anybody, or no?
Nope. I see exactly who I need to see.
Okay. That is wonderful. Okay. Then next up is going to be Zaltharic, who we are just gonna make it canon as you are just kind of sitting there. All of you guys notice for the first time, Zaltharic has just this cat that's been wandering around with him constantly. But Zaltharic, you are up. What are you doing? I decided your cat's going to be part of the campaign now.
That's fine. Apparently, she's decided she's part of the campaign too.
Yep.
So every time I get up, I turn around and she's sitting where I was.
Yep.
So I've just decided that she is me. I am her. Where am I standing in all of this? Am I underneath? Am I behind Baylor? So I guess seeing Ori talk to Samara, and I'm guessing there was whatever we might see come from him for guidance. And then Samara react in a unpleasantly happy way, but accepting. And then watching Baylor
She's
walk
trying.
up and just fucking touch her. Just like, let's ask a dumb question. Are we looking for a bird?
She is not a bird. She's about a 5.
No. I am not asking this question. I am simply reacting to what I see in the events that have happened.
Hmm.
I'm just wholeheartedly. Let's see. Ori said the pink bitch is in the box. And we see what we see up ahead. Is that what's that? Is that a rock next to a mountain up there?
It is parts of a ruined tower that you guys all see. This tower kind of looming up in the distance. What you see against the hillside in front of you is big portions of it that have collapsed down onto kind of closer to the same elevation that you guys are on.
Okay. So our options are kind of. Would I happen to have seen Luna go up this tree?
No.
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 Cool. Making the out of game assumption that she is in the tree directly in front of us.
Okay.
Can I stealth over to that rock that's kind of off to the side of the rubble? Like
You
you said,
can certainly try.
yeah. Is that part of the tower as well, or is that just like a boulder?
You don't know. From what you can see, it is the same color as the rest of the tower, but that's an awful long way away and uphill.
Oh, we're going uphill.
Yeah.
Oh, gorgeous. Okay.
So if you want to make a stealth check, go ahead and give me a stealth check.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and do that. I will let the party know via earring my plan of going to check that area out to possibly get some more information. Hey, stealth. This is a 15.
15? Okay. So as you are, go ahead and move yourself to where you're going.
I can move on this thing.
Yes. You should be able to.
I'm not able to.
You should be able to.
I cannot. Hold on.
You have to be on D&D Beyond to do it, brother. You don't do it on a page.
I am
You do it
on
on the
D&D.
roll-playing page. So you have to have
D&D Beyond, you can see the map is up. You have hit launch game and all that. Can everybody else move theirs? Everybody.
I currently cannot load the map on my computer right now. Just my internet's not the best with my storm going through at the moment. So I will need someone to move my character. I do apologize.
I figured it out.
I can get it for
There
you.
you go.
Just let me know where you
Samara's
wanna
still
go.
twitching right now.
Okay, kind of in like, I guess this-ish area.
Okay.
I'm not sure what's around here. Like this, I don't know how to work this thing. Ping, ping. Like this is the boulder I was talking about before. I can't.
Okay.
I don't know if I was. Yeah, that area. So if this is what you described, then that's what I was aiming for. But yeah, sort of. If this is a tower, assuming this is a tower with people, just kind of not in obvious plain sight.
Mm-hmm.
But just trying to get lay of the land, see what's around, more information.
Okay. Who is it that can speak? That's Ori that can speak Draconic, right?
Correct.
I think Baylor might be able to as well, right?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope. Okay. It's just me then.
So as you,
Left
sorry,
you.
thank you. As you see, Zaltaric is going up and just kind of like checking out the boulders, checking out these pieces of the tower that have fallen. You hear in Draconic, "Oh well, what's this now? Some thick little dwarf has just wandered up to our camp." And you guys hear drums in the distance. And you guys get the distinct feeling that maybe, just maybe, you guys are noticed. And I do need Zaltaric to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
I'll just earring and just let them know that they have only said that they see Zalthric currently. They have not said anything else about the group as a whole, just the dwarf.
Maybe it's a different dwarf.
That's a nat 20 for a 23. Oh, that's
Okay.
a saving. That's a saving throw.
Yes, it is.
Does that count? Yeah. So 23, not 20.
So a 23. All right. So you are going to move back here as you see this pit kind of open up in front of you. And I don't know if I have the means to mark it too well, but I will just say right there. You guys see a pit, just kind of like I said, it just opens up and kind of right in front of them. There you go. And at the bottom of that pit, you do notice that there are a bunch of little spiky bits and all that stuff that you wouldn't want to fall on. But yeah, so this all happens. You still have an actual action to take if you wish. But
I don't see anybody near me, do I? Like if I look around.
you do not. I'll give you the opportunity to make a perception check.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and do that.
Yeah. By the way, I did roll perception. I'm not just saying that they saw you. I did roll perception. Your stealth check just wasn't
Oh, you're good. Not rolling great tonight anyway. 12.
12. You think it is coming from somewhere up in the tower, but no, you don't see anything.
Okay, and the bit of the spikes over here that we can kind of see, I'm out of game. Is that the tower that we're talking about?
Yes, the little
Okay.
spiky bits that you see up there, those are coming out of
So
the tower.
I assume in game that they're coming from some direction over there.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. And you said I still have an action I can use?
Yeah.
All right. There's nowhere nearby. I can't really go into a rage. It'd be pointless. Is there a way that I can? Yeah, actually, I will use. Tell me if this is incorrect. Can I use an action to? This is a cliff, right? Right here.
It is a kind of a cliff, kind of part cliff, part tower type thing.
Here or there. Is that a cliff?
You're not. Where are you looking? You're not moving.
There.
Oh, you're pinging? Yeah, that's more of just a cliff. Yes.
Okay. Can I use the rest of my action to try to basically back up against this so I'm not, if I assume it's coming from that area, I don't want to be obviously out in the open.
Sure.
All right, I guess I'll sprint over here and kind of butt up against the cliff.
Okay.
With my hammer out.
All right.
And I'll hop on finally. I guess to end my turn, I'll just hop on the ear. Did Ori say that over the earring?
That he heard it. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
They saw you.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just hop on the earring and basically relay up.
Okay.
That'd be very careful. There seemed to be some additional protection around this area. And then just end it there.
All right. So at that point, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, please. With advantage.
Oh.
With advantage. For you.
That's a nat 20 for a 25.
Okay. So you are not going to get poisoned from this. But you are going to take 6 points of damage as you are suddenly surrounded by bees as something kind of drops from the cliff point on top of you. And about a 15-foot area around you is just swarming with bees at this point. And I don't know if there is a way to make a circle around you.
I got
Ken, you got it? Sweet. Thank you, sir.
15 foot?
Yes. I appreciate you. But you'd managed to avoid being poisoned because you're a dwarf, but you are being stung by bees right now. All
You
right.
just hear relentless cursing.
All right. And you do hear laughter from somebody. That is awesome. Thank you, Ken. Somebody from up on high. On the up in the tower. And that brings us back to Linnea, and we are actively involved in something now. So what are you gonna do, my darling?
Me?
Yep. Because you are currently seeing Zoltric just swarmed by bees, and my camera keeps messing up. But that's okay. So what are you doing? It is your turn.
If I had an area spell, this would make it easier. Hang on. I'm making sure the spell that I have here is an area. I can't tell if it is. Is Ray of Frost an area spell, or is that like a single person one?
It is a single point of attack that then bursts into other targets. No, Ray of Frost?
Yeah.
I'm thinking Ice Knife. Ray of Frost is a single person. Yeah.
Okay. Linnea would kind of turn around, look at the rest of the party in a bit of a panic. She's does not know what to do, how to react. She's kind of like going through, like looking, like trying to think, what do I do? I don't know what's happening. and she just kind of turns to Ori and is just like, guidance.
So you're guiding Ori?
Yeah.
Okay. You are still standing right next to him, so you absolutely can do that. All right, is that your turn, darling?
That's my turn.
All right. Ori, what are we doing?
If I was to move like right here, would I have line of sight on any of the kobolds yet?
Yes. Yes, you
Okay.
absolutely. If you can see
Cool.
that, if you are starting to see them on your map, Ken, if you could pan up just a little bit.
Then I
Ken's
Ori will
broken
I'll
right
nod
now.
to I'll nod to Linnea. Thank you. Let's get this started, shall we? And I'll take a few steps forward. And I will go ahead and bonus action starry form archer.
Okay.
So immediately my hair, which was previously like tied up and almost like a ponytail, bursts out, long white hair kind of flowing in the wind now. All of my skin begins to illuminate light. It
Okay.
turns into a dark blue, and you can see constellations. Like my entire body becomes starry, and you can see
Beautiful.
like on each joint, like from my hand to my elbow, my shoulder, the nape of my neck to my head, constellations that join my body together.
Wonderful.
As I take the form of the archer,
As
and
Taylor says, smash.
I will let forth a
Smash!
I will let forth a guiding bolt
Okay.
towards the furthest left kobold.
Okay. Left kobold. Let me look.
Linnea's eyes are just so big, looking at this like, wow.
Okay, left. So the top one. Got it.
It's a 9. It's a
9?
Yeah.
No, that one does not hit.
Yep. And then since I have turned into it, sorry form, I can still release my shot.
Okay.
So after the guiding bolt goes wide, my hand goes out and a starry bow appears in my hand.
Got it.
And I'll take another shot.
Do so, sir.
That's an 11.
Ken, why are you trying to add stuff to the map? What is Ken doing? An 11 also misses.
yeah. It goes wide, but I look cool as hell
Fucking
doing it.
Ken.
Maybe there'll be a crocopotamus appear.
So now I'm now I am emitting light,
Okay.
bright light for 10 feet and dim light for an additional 10 feet past that.
Okay. So you're a globe stick. Got it.
I am a giant glow stick with stars.
Beautiful. Wonderful. I love it. All right. So that is your turn then, sir?
Yeah, I'll end there.
Beautiful. So next up, you hear these guys talking in Draconic, and you understand. The rest of you don't. But you hear them being like, "Look at these fucking idiots just wandering into the camp. We'll be able to get a pretty penny for them." And
I do want to yell back at them in Draconic if I hear that.
Okay, go for it.
In Draconic, I'll yell back to them. Surrender now. Fate is not on your side, little ones. Make this easier on yourselves.
Beautiful.
Just so they know that I can hear them.
And he's gonna take a shot at you. How does what does he get for a plus? He gets a plus 14. How does that treat you, Ori?
That misses.
That misses. All right, so you get this spear that just lands right at your feet.
I have a shield too, so
okay.
I don't have an actual melee weapon. It's just a shield, unarmed with shield.
Got it. And then this guy is going to come up and he's going to move. Go to that, please. And he's going to come up here. He's going to take a shot at you too. Oh, that's better. How about a 21? How does that do?
Barely hits, just barely.
Barely hits. All right. So that is going to be a D6 because he threw it. So you are going to take 3 piercing damage as the spear kind of comes in, flying over just over your shield.
Yep.
All right. So that's him. Samara, you are up, and you have gotten the indication that you can see some people ahead of you.
All right. So I do apologize. Like I said, I cannot pull up the actual map on my computer, so I will need somebody to move my token. I do apologize. My internet's just being shit. I can't stream and pull up the fancy maps. How far do I see any of these individuals where I'm at currently? If I'm even on the map?
You
You're
are
right.
Okay.
25, 30, 35, 40. They're about 50 feet away from you.
Okay. And what is this red circle here again?
That's bees.
Oh, bees.
Now,
You
I have
get
a question.
bees.
Is it just bees or is there a nest as well?
It is a big 10-foot tall, 15-foot wide swarm of angry bees.
Is
Okay,
there
so there's
any
not a nest or okay.
is there any sign of a box?
No.
No. Is there a motherfucker in the bees that are causing it?
All you see is Zalteric right there. What I will say that you see is, so you see bees over here. Where's the ping? There it is. Bees over here. You see a wall that looks scalable over here, and you see motherfuckers up here, which you're not seeing because Ken isn't pinged that far north, but that's okay. Motherfuckers to the north, scalable wall to the west, or east rather, and Zalteric surrounded by bees right in front of you.
All right. Let me check my weapons archive real fast again. All right. So I would like to bonus action rage.
You are raging, madam.
And again, you witness as she like bulges up, grows about from 6'3" to about 6'5", 6'6". And this giant scorpion tail just elongates from her spine as it's swaying back and forth, anticipating anything that is coming in. And you watch as her long legs start fucking booking it up that wall to, and I'll make an
Okay.
acrobatics check if I
That
need
would be
to.
athletics to scale
Oh.
the wall.
Athletics? Oh, baby
That's a
doll,
climb
I
check.
got this. I love this.
And
And
because
I'm
you're
raging,
raging,
so I get
gets advantage.
advantage. It's so nice. Oh, that's a 19 for the first one, and then it's a fucking 5 for the second one. So that will be a 19 plus
All
7.
right.
I don't know why I suddenly got a Brooklyn accent just now.
I'm fucking
It'll be
here for it, darling. It's all right.
19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. So that'll be a 26 to scale that wall.
So I will put you up where you will be in a second and everything. I'm just clearing off everything that you see.
And do I see a box?
You see many boxes, and you also see a kobold that is standing on top of one, and he is sitting there.
Is this the biggest motherfucker in there?
Biggest? No, but he does look to be in charge. You, from what you know of kobolds, you've never seen one really wearing like regimented armor. But you see that he is, and like I said, he is looking with an intelligence beyond that of a normal kobold, as he just kind of looks.
I don't give two flying fucks as Samara the Barbarian. I'm throwing my javelin at him.
Beautiful. You are standing right in front of him.
Oh, right in front of him? Oh, then
Yes.
I'm fucking throwing my maul at this bitch, double-handed.
All right, swing away.
All right, that is a 16 plus 7 for the maul.
Yes, that is gonna hit.
All right, I got 2d6 plus 5. First is a 6, 7 is a 2. So 8 points of damage, and then plus my what is it, proficiency bonus for my rage?
Yeah. Well, no, your rage is an extra 2, but
Okay.
you would get you get 2d6 plus what?
I get 2d6 for my
Plus.
maul plus 5.
Plus 5. Okay. So that's gonna be 12 plus 2, so 14.
Yeah.
Did I
14.
count? Did I math that right? I think I mathed that right. All right. So there you go. You lay a pretty good smack on him.
And you just watch as like almost a hiss comes from like between her teeth as this scorpion tail is luring over this individual. And she goes, "What the fuck is my wife?"
All right. And that's going to bring up Balorhawk.
Okay. So, is there a visible thing to see in that tower? Like, if I got to the base of, like, if I moved, crap.
I was going to say, I need to know specifically what you're
If I
looking for.
moved here, am I
Yep.
am I visibly able to see anything in that tower?
In the tower? No.
Do I see like an opening that she ran up into?
You see the pieces of wall that you think that you could also attempt to scale.
Well, I am going to teleport up there using my blessing of the Raven Queen, so I don't have to make checks
Beautiful.
because I know what would happen.
All right. So you can go ahead and move yourself up there with her then. I would
So,
say here, I'll say that you can teleport. I'll put you right there on top of the box.
Well, because that would be what I would be able to see.
Go for it.
And
You could deduce that there are boxes there, so you just picture the top of that box.
So there's a green puff of smoke, and then I'm magically up there.
Okay.
And then I will pull out that hilt, and it will kind of like magically transform into a whip that I will immediately
Beautiful.
slash, swing, swipe
Okay.
said guy.
All right.
And for a nat 20.
Beautiful. That's that crunchy crit. So take your max damage and roll and add those two together.
So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19.
Damn. All right.
19 slashing damage to him.
Wonderful. Good hit. Beautiful.
And then
All right.
I just kind of like flail the whip.
Okay. And he is just looking really surprised at the fact that you literally just whipped his ass.
But then like he stares because like he didn't get a good look when she bamped out the giant scorpion tail, and it's like
there's a lot going on up here.
And then I'm done.
I'm done. Beautiful. All right. Then that is gonna bring up one of these guys. Let me look and see what they are going to do. Sweet. Do. Bink. He's gonna pop up here. And what do? They piss off is what they do. All right, Balor, you're gonna get a spear thrown at you is what's gonna happen. How about a 16?
That hits.
All right. So you're gonna take 3 piercing damage.
Hold on. Let me see something. So that gets halved because after I use that teleport, I gain resistance to all damage.
Oh, nice.
Turn. So I
So
take
then 1.
1.
Yep. And then I do need you to make a dex save, though.
Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. 10.
Ooh, 10. That's fun. So with that, you are going to fall off of here. You're going to take about a 10-foot drop, which isn't all in and of itself. Nope, don't go there. Go there. Bank. Which isn't all that bad, but you do notice you're falling on some nice sharpened sticks. So you're going to take a grand total of 3 bludgeoning and
So 1 bludgeoning.
1 bludgeoning and halved 6 piercing damage.
3.
No, that's half. Like
Oh.
6 is already halved. It was going to be 12.
Okay.
And you're just kind of standing there with kind of one of these like sharp timbers just kind of jabbing you in the ass a little bit. And you're just... All right. Then this guy, all they can do is move because you guys are still far away. But they're going to come out and join the party. All right, so that's them, and that brings up Luna. Ken, are you with me?
Yeah.
All right.
How tall is the tower?
From because you're about 20 feet up. So the tower is approximately, I would say about 7 or 8 feet taller than where you are right now.
Then I'll forgo my. How tall is this tree?
Well, you're right at the top of it, so you probably can climb about another 3 or 4 feet.
No, that's not going to get me visual on anything. So I will make my way back down to the bottom, forgoing the steady aim.
Okay.
And then I will, since we're in that, I can do this. And bonus action hide for 21.
All right.
Enter.
You are hidden. All right. Zaldric, you are up and you are in some bees.
Do I have to take more damage due to starting a round or no?
I am looking that up right now.
I think it's the end. I think.
So if I end my turn in bees?
If you end your turn, or no, it's a start or end your turn. I don't remember. It could be something different than these.
I think it's
yeah,
the first time
it is when you start your turn there. So you are going to make a Constitution save with advantage.
Thank God. Or just fucking fly off the map too. That's cool. Con save. That's a 21.
21. All right. So you are going to take 3 poison damage, which is going to get reduced to 1 because you are resistant to poison, I believe.
I can check that for you if you need.
I'm pretty sure you are as a dwarf.
All spells and features and traits. Let's see. Yeah, immune against poison.
Immune?
Or
resistant?
I'm sorry, advantage against poison.
Okay, but does it say that you have resistance to poison damage?
Hold on. Primal Frenzy Division, Dwarven Resilience, resistance against poison damage. Yes.
There you go. So you're going to take 1 poison damage. And
You
it
just
is
hear-
your turn. You can take it as you wish.
You just hear an oof come out of Zolthric there. Just getting
All
stunned.
right.
Okay. Well, my goal at the moment would be to get out of these bees.
Okay.
I guess. What do I have the faintest idea, character-wise, if I leave the circle of bees that they will follow, or are they just pissed in this circle?
I would say your instinct as a dwarf is run the fuck away from the bees.
Sounds good, brother. All right.
I would say that's kind of all of our instinct.
No, I mean that is, but I just want to make sure that I don't know. I guess me as a person just wants to know if I'm doing this for shits and giggles at this point. Let's see.
All
I
right.
can move 25 feet. Sick. Sick. All right. I think I'm still on ruler. I think I'm gonna move just outside the circle of bees
Okay.
to here.
All right.
Let's see. Let's drag the map. Oh, cool. Right into an amount of people. Should have scrolled the map up a little bit. My dumbass just staring at the circle of bees. Let's see, how far was that? That was 18 feet.
Come on, hit something.
Fuck it. I'm going to go into a rage and go after KDA
Okay,
up there.
go for it.
I'll just fly off the fucking handle.
Yep.
Let's see. Ooh. It's with hit dice. Remind me again, what am I rolling? I should just be rolling just a straight die to hit, right? Or do I roll the die plus the hit DC?
So you roll your d20 and you add your attack bonus.
That's what I thought. Okay.
Yeah.
So I got a 19 on the die, and
You're gonna hit. Go ahead and roll your damage.
See, so that's 2d6 plus 4. 6. I don't know why I didn't. I'm having a. Let's see. 4, 8. That's 12. If
Okay.
I read that right. Yeah,
Okay.
2d6 plus 4. That's 12.
Okay.
And
would that be your turn, sir?
yeah,
Right.
I guess so.
So all right.
Yeah, that'll be my turn.
So the next one is that's up is the guy that's standing right in front of you. And you see something very unique for kobolds that you haven't seen before. And you see his eyes kind of glow red for a second. And you look kind of at the other kobolds in the area and you see that all of their eyes are glowed up red. Samara, you see the ones up with you, both of their eyes are glowing red.
She doesn't care. She wants that box.
I'm just saying your secret.
God damn it. That sounded so bad.
And you hear all of them just kind of like, Mother calls us to the nest. Mother calls us to the nest. And you see him kind of like coming back up, and you hear this one just kind of say, "You heard her!" And he kind of turns to you, Zolthric, and he is going to take a stab at you. That is going to be for a 21.
Nope. Completely misses.
Yeah, that hits you and you know that.
Like to dream.
I like to dream. You are going to take oh sorry, that's the wrong dice. You are going to take 5 piercing damage as you get stabbed with a spear.
Almost clicked the heal button.
That would be the incorrect one.
Isn't there something on here where if I get hit, I can hit back? Or is that a different?
I think that's a different one.
That's a different thing entirely.
All right, and then next is going to be the guy standing right in front of you, Samara. Who he takes out this kind of hook on a chain, and he is gonna swing at you twice with it. The first one is only an 11. That's gonna miss, I'm guessing.
Yes, that will miss.
But the dirty 20, I'm guessing, will hit.
Question. Give me a moment. Let
What's
me. So reaction. I will roll. You watch as her tail kind of setters, feeling this individual coming towards them. I'm going to roll myself a d8, applying it to my AC to defend
Okay,
myself.
go for it.
That is a +4.
Okay,
So that misses as he goes to attack. You watch as the scorpion tail just whips around and just immediately just smacks it away as she has this devious fucking sadistic grin on her face, and she goes, "Try again."
and he will.
Give me the box.
Okay, so the second one misses.
Bitch.
All right, and that's gonna bring up Linnea.
Linnea, since she did see Samara and Balor run, she did see Zoltrik run away, but she probably can't see him any longer since it's past the.
Well, you should see
bees.
him past bees.
Past the
so-
bees.
She kind of just like looks at both him and
That's none of her
Balor, like,
business.
That's true. And just like Balor's closer, and it's exactly 30 feet. I was counting the whole dang time.
Okay, that is gonna take a athletics check to scale that wall a little bit, though, because that is like a sheer wall.
That thing bounced up for a 19
Okay.
plus. That's
Now-
it, 19.
Yep,
I have
you-
zero.
I was gonna say I don't think your athletics goes higher than
Got
that,
nothing.
but yeah, you do kind of like dress and all. You do kind of just hoik it up
bunch
and
up the
just kind
skirt, kind of.
Yep.
It's that thing where you bunch up the skirt and just climb and run, because
And you
she's
do-
finally. She knows what to do. She's no longer like, what do I do?
Beautiful.
Like,
So
this is a
you
mission.
walk up there to Baylor and you see him like kind of like right through this muscle, right at the kind of base of the neck, top of the shoulder. You see like there's this kind of like pointy piece of wood just sticking out from like obviously it is embedded itself into his like flesh, and you just see it kind of poking through his leather jacket a little bit and stuff like that. But he's
They
kind
got
of
me
laying
pinned
there.
down.
Linnea just kind of looks at him, is like, and you were supposed to be protecting me. And she tried. Can I just like pull him off of that?
Yeah. I won't even
Shoot.
make you don't even have to make a roll for it. You just kind of
Pulls
pull him out.
and cast Cure Wounds.
Okay,
like,
because I was
right
gonna
there.
say you do notice the blood like starting to flow
Yes.
out of it. Like,
That sounds like quick, like really like pull out and Cure Wounds.
all right, go for it.
I froze because I used the computer on my phone. It says 21 for healing.
There you go. You feeling
Damage,
21.
And I'd like to use my bonus action actually to face step. I can take one willing person with me
Okay.
to step us back to where we were. Which is
Okay.
exactly 30 feet back.
And
I would
Balor,
offer
are
my-
you willing?
I was like, do you want to stay here? Or do you want to go get a breath?
There's bees down there.
Not where we're going. There's no bees where we're.
No. Look, I owe somebody up there a nice lashing.
Okay.
Well, you're
So
all
you're-
cured.
Yeah.
So you're opting to stay.
Yes.
Okay. So Linnea, you
Don't
Do your
die. Then
I'll try not to.
Please don't die. And then she uses face step to head towards where Ori is, because that would be
all
closer.
right. Beautiful. And then that is gonna bring up Ori. What are you doing?
So if I move through the bees, it's only if I start my turn and end my turn in there, right? I can.
Correct.
Okay. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 20. If I'm here, I'm not in the bees, am I?
Correct.
The circle.
They're buzzing
slightly
right
above.
next to you, but
I'm a druid. I'm like
Yeah.
telling them to hush.
Oh,
Like
hush you.
Mind your
Sure.
business.
and I'll let out like a little yell to Zolthric. Fate is on your side, Zolthric. And I'll shoot another guiding bolt at Kobold D.
All right, go for it.
Let's see here. Guiding bolt.
I love it when
21.
people are like, spell slots, what are those? That's gonna hit.
I don't use spell slots for my guiding bolts.
Oh shit, that's right.
I get
You
free
are
guiding bolts.
Starry formed druid turning.
That's 16 damage with the guiding bolt.
All right.
And then bonus action archer shot with advantage because he's
Okay,
been
'cause
guiding
he-
bolted.
Yep, and he is still standing up.
Rolled a single dice of advantage. A 14.
Okay. A 14 just misses him.
Just misses. Dang.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's my turn.
All right. Next up is gonna be one of these guys, and what he is gonna do. You see him scurry off into the woods behind him, and he disappears.
Pussy.
Wow. That's
Bitch.
just fast. And then this guy is gonna do the same thing. And then that is gonna bring up Samara.
This motherfucker standing on a box.
Mhm.
How's he looking?
Like shit.
Good. My maul's going to his fucking face. God, fucking. I swear that alarm hits me every time. I need to turn it off. I keep forgetting that
You're
I
good.
have like a scheduled an alarm every fucking day for this particular time. Because usually this is the time I usually wake up for D&D. Anyway. All right. Give me just a moment. I had to reload my page to up my mall stats. I do apologize.
You're
My
all good.
phone likes to be difficult. I'm gonna go ahead and roll. Fuck. That is a 19 plus.
Yes, you are going to hit him.
Okay.
And I'm going to say, with your damage, there is no chance that you cannot kill him.
Well, can I still roll the damage?
Go for it, darling, if it makes you feel good.
Because it's fun. All right. First is a 4. Second is a 6. Plus 5.
Okay.
Or plus.
So,
Yeah, plus 5.
so you just smashed the ever-living shit out of this kobold. He splatters all over the box in which he was standing. And you notice this pulse of green energy just kind of goes out, and you see every one of the kobolds around you. Well, that's only one around you, but Zolthric and Ori, you guys see the ones up there that they all just kind of wince in agony and pain. And yeah, that's that. But
Bonus
you have your
action.
bonus
Open
action.
the box.
Open the box. So you open.
But as she's doing so, she is humming the same familiar tune that Rhapsody usually always hums to her. Just
Okay.
it's more subconsciously. She never really does this. It's just this is more of a sense of comfort for her, and she just hums to herself. She goes and just rips open the box to show her
Okay.
I can do a strength save or
Nope,
whatever.
the box opens easy enough, but what I'm going to do before we get into RP and that, in this moment, all of them are instinctively running away as their boss goes. Anybody wants to take a last pot shot at them, you guys can go ahead and do so, if you wish, because we are going to get out to getting Selkie in here, but if nobody wants to do that, if you want to just let them run, you guys can do that. Yes.
I will be climbing up the box and that one that's at the ladder.
Yeah.
I will unleash the whip, but there will be an Eldritch Blast that comes out the end of it.
Beautiful.
Ooh, smash. Oh, yeah.
Eldritch Blast him. Ken, can you erase the bees, please?
16 to hit.
Absolutely.
For 11 force damage.
You see him get blasted off of this container.
Wilhelm scream.
How weak is the one in? How weak is the one in front of Zalfrak looking? Is it looking like it's been hit?
Yeah, that one has been hit a lot.
I'm going for a thorn whip on him as he tries to run away.
All right, go for it.
Yanking him back towards me so Zalfrak can stab him again.
Make
15.
that attack.
I like the beacon.
You like the vegan? Okay.
No.
15
You
to
said
hit.
it.
The hand has touched
Yes,
the
you hit
beacon.
him.
Okay.
A new hand has touched.
That is 4 damage, and he's
And he's dead.
And I
He
yank
had-
his body
He
towards.
had 1 hit point left.
I yank his body towards me.
Okay.
Just drag it, pull it towards
And
me.
I will say, I'm gonna put the red border on him for being dead. The rest of these guys going away. All right. So I'll move him over because he's just a pile of mush. So to get into bringing out the lovely Selkie, who I believe is still here. Yes, she is. There she is. As Samara opens the box, we are out of combat at this point. Selkie, tell us what we see.
Well, you would see this pale skinned, she looks like she's got elf ears, and you see these 2 swirly black devilish looking horns, and you see this cotton candy pink curly hair, and she reaches her hand out of the box, kind of looks around. I'm assuming she would see the dead kobold first, and she
What's left of
starts maniacally laughing. I told you she was gonna get yay! And like
Samara
she hops out of the
immediately
box.
starts laughing with Rhapsody as she goes, "Oh, I thought you'd be entertained, little songbirds."
And she will just sort of tackle Samara. I told them that if they did it, that they were gonna be in trouble. And then, oh my goodness, you brought friends. Who are your friends? Hi.
You actually, despite Samara's size, you see Samara immediately give in to this tackle of this small little ball of pink fluff. As she has her arms enveloped around her, and she is you've seen resting bitch face this whole time. You have seen nothing but anxious and anger from this face, and you see nothing but relief and a very faint, subtle smile on her face. As she is just hugging this little tiefling, and she goes, "Oh God, I'm so fucking relieved. Jesus Christ!" And she literally lifts her up like a bag of grapes, like uppies, and she goes, and then she lifts her back down, just like no snow. She goes, "We have a new rule. You are not allowed to go shopping by yourself. This is the 3rd time you've been kidnapped."
Look, have you seen me? I'm adorable.
Yes, you are very adorable. Why the fuck do you think I wanted to go with you originally instead of wait for the? And you watch her as she takes the deep breath and she goes, this, and she slowly lowers Rhapsody down. She goes,
Rhapsody's just gonna boop her nose. It's fine.
and you see Samara kind of like nudge from it. She kind of shakes her head and she goes, I swear, both of you, but you're lucky I love you so much. And
Yes.
then she turns and she goes, this lovely party helped me find you.
Okay, as you're doing that, we can go ahead and retcon this. Does everybody go up there? What is everybody else doing in this moment? Because this is all happening up there. If anybody wants to go up there, you can. If you don't, you can move yourself to where you are, or where you want to be, rather.
I would check the pockets of the dead kobold that I thorn whipped to see if there's
Okay.
anything at all.
Can I go over to that tent that's over there?
Yeah, go for it. Ori, give me a perception check real quick.
Perception.
Yep.
That's a 15.
Okay, so 15. You notice there's not really anything of value in their pockets, really. They got some shitty, like, makeshift spears and shit. I would say maybe you find, like, I'll say 2 copper.
Let's go. That's
but-
almost double the current money I have.
But what you do notice is kind of right at the base of the kobold's neck, you see that there are these 2 what looks like healed puncture wounds on either side of the neck. So not on one side, but these are on either side.
Okay. I'm gonna just kind of, I guess, drag his body behind me, and I'll follow Zelthric to the tent.
Okay. Luna, are you just kind of staying back, or are you going into this keep to look for anything?
I'm still where I'm at.
Okay.
Did you drag this kobold over here, Ori?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's got marks on its neck.
Yeah.
I'm still glowing, by the way. I'm still constellation down.
I'm thoroughly ignoring that for the moment.
Okay. And I will just say, in the tent is the inside of a tent.
Sick. Does anything look here? Is anything here that looks not in the tent, just here, campish wise? What about the chest that's there in the corner over here?
You open it, it's like a bunch of like moldy ass rations and shit like that, and like unlike Skyrim where you can open these like really old barrels and find like fresh edible cheese, no, you find moldy ass like fuzzy cheese.
You kidding me? There's not a cheese wheel in here? From
Yeah,
like
there
the,
is. It's
the
just
dawn
molded
of the
as
century.
shit.
Can't eat the cheese wheel.
Oh.
That's sad.
This
But
cheese
anyway.
is great.
Cries and oh god.
Anywho, back
Ori.
up to the top. 3 of you are up there with Samara. And I think I can do this now. There we go. Boop. Oh, Rhapsody is there. So the 4 of you are up there. Balor will put you up there.
Okay.
There you go. All right. So continue. Introductions. Samara. You were saying these are my people.
Samara just kind of turns to the party that is present and she goes, and again, she tried, like, you watch as her lips try to twitch into a pleasant smile that she's usually not used to. The very forced smile that she's like, these are the very nice individuals that helped me save you. Everybody, whoever is here, I guess. This is Rhapsody. She is my... You kind of see her struggle for a moment as she kind of like...
Side eye immediately.
She kind of struggles for a moment. She goes, this is my...
Person?
my... And you kind of watch as like her face goes a dark purple across her cheeks, and she goes, "This is my wife, Rhapsody."
And if you guys are like on the dead cobalt body, she will sort of like, "Hey, wait, just excuse me just a minute, I have to do something." And like if you guys move just over a little bit, she's gonna do a little tap dance on the blood and just sort of look at it. "I told you I was gonna have your blood on my boots." Okay, I'm done now.
Linnea
Samara
goes
just picks her
from-
up and swirls her around. Puts her back
Linnea
right.
watches this and goes from like,
God,
oh,
Ken.
to, oh.
Also, while this is going on, Bauer is taking off the jacket and is just like looking at the hole that the spear had gone through. You two
Well,
were made for
and
each other.
And I'm climbing up the ladder at this point too, so the giant blue glow stick has entered the room.
But you're carrying a dead
Can I
kobold.
can I ask
Yeah.
why there is a big ass yellow circle over my party right now, Ken?
Well, I was gonna make it red, but I cast Fireball at 3rd level.
You don't have fireball at 3rd level.
Oh shit! Okay.
Wait, was that a joke?
Yeah,
I'm
he
sorry.
does not.
I'm sorry. The tism is hitting too hard. Is that
He
a
does
joke?
not have fireball at level 3. Nobody has
okay.
fireball at level 3.
Okay, I'm
Except for
sorry.
Ken.
I take those kinds of things very seriously.
Ori, why are you dragging a kobold around?
There's something
should
on its
be.
neck.
Oh
Can
my.
I medicine check the neck, the marks on the neck to see like if I can figure out what caused it?
Go for it.
Because I'm very proficient in medicine,
It looks necky.
but I'm apparently not very proficient in
11?
kobold medicine.
It looks like it
Supposedly.
was made by some kind of piercing instrument.
Remember
It
you
was
have
pierced
guidance.
with a piercing
Remem-
instrument.
Remember you had guidance casted on you.
That's
I-
true.
Oh, I do. I will add the guidance to this.
Roll that D4, baby doll. Go for it. You very.
So that's a
filthy little baby
14
doll.
now.
14? It looks like it was pierced by a very sharp piercing instrument.
A very sharp piercing instrument has done this.
Upon hearing this, she goes, "How many puncture wounds are there?"
How many puncture wounds are there? Can I count? Do I know
2.
how to count? 2.
Yes. On one on
Do I know
either
how to
side.
count?
You watch
I counted
Samara.
2. How many hands I have?
So you watch Samara, and she's a lot more calm than she has been since the moment you guys have met her. She is a lot more lax. She seems, honestly, she seems almost approachable, aside from the resting bitch face that she holds on her face. And she goes over and she kind of like slowly wraps her long fingers around there, and she goes, "May I take a look at the corpse, please?"
Sure.
She's gonna
I
yank
like
it
how her
upwards.
smile is still like terribly unsettling.
Need a
Ugh.
light? And I'm just
Linnea's
like,
gonna move
hold my
away from the
hand.
body and kind of like behind Baylor because she's a little creeped out by the body.
And she's gonna hold up. She goes, "My dear Rhapsody, do you mind coming here? I feel like we might have seen something that we are rather familiar with." As she turns the puncture wounds towards her, and we'll allow her to analyze it, considering that she herself knows how Rhapsody is.
I will say actively, without a roll necessary, none of you recognize what has done this. There's
Mm.
nothing natural about it. There's nothing in the natural world that any of you know that would cause something like this. But it is definitely a point of interest. But I know some of us are on a deadline, on a timeline, and 11, my time anyway, is kind of a drop dead point for some of you. So, well, I am very glad that we got Selkie in. I do think that this is where we are going to call it a night, because there's lots for you guys to discover here. I say above game. And I want you guys to not have to get rushed through it and not do the for brevity's sake. I want you guys to fully dig into this. But we did accomplish the mission of having a combat
Finally.
Yeah, right. It does happen here, but
You
I
set
want
us up.
Selkie to fully enjoy being able to RP, looking into all of this stuff, and all of you guys to discover it. So, Selkie, thank you for coming. Thank you for being so patient. I am very sorry that your power fucked you over a little bit, and I don't like it when I see random people rolling damage on the game chat. That makes me
I didn't
nervous.
mean to click it. I was trying to click a spell slot
But
to see something.
Dude.
I realized that I couldn't find my mouse, so I
makes me
clicked it.
very nervous.
It was level 2 guiding bolt. I didn't mean to do that.
Yeah, when you guiding bolt party members, only good things happen, right, Patrick?
We saw how that turned out last night when it came to what the Eldritch Blast through the wall from the spirits.
Nah, I meant more
it was
like
that
what
kobold.
one character did to another character. But anyway,
Mhm.
all right.
Yeah, that was the
So
kobold.
we are gonna wrap it up for the night, though.
Damn
Thank you for being here and sticking with us as we kind of find our groove a little bit. And we finally got our whole party here. I'm very stoked about it. But coming down to the end of the night, this is usually when we get to sit here and we kind of do a what's going on in the Nexus. And in our adjoining platforms, because we are a group of self-promotion, so we like to promote the other streams that are going on too. So I will start off by saying here in the Nexus, because you're here, you can tune in on Wednesday back here in the Nexus, also at 8 p.m. Central, to see Ken down there, Mr. More Drunken Blade, DMing for a group that involves Patrick and Lily here as they go through the Shattered Obelisk and a little extra too, because Ken puts his little spin on it in a campaign that we call Kinship's Destiny. You guys got some fun stuff going on this week, Ken?
They're at a junction where they're going to figure out which way they want to go. Maybe home for a minute, maybe continue on down to Wave Echo Cave, hang around for a trial.
Hang around for a trial.
They got a lot of irons in the fire, and they need to figure out which way they want to go. I mean, they can go any way they want to go, but they need to make that determination, not me.
Wonderful.
Smash.
Wonderful. And then back here in the Nexus on Friday, this Friday, because we do this campaign every other Friday, you can join. I am in that one. I DM that one. More Drunken Blade is in there as a player. Taylor is in there as a player, and Selkie is in there as a player. You can join us for our pirate-themed campaign, Golden Ghosts, where yet again you can watch Taylor and Selkie being an
Gay as
amazing
fuck.
ship that they are. Gay as fuck. That's great. They're not there yet, though. They're only almost there.
It's a slow bird. It's
Sorry,
adorable. They're
my
both
apologies. Let me
traumatized.
rephrase it.
Dude,
Queer as fuck.
queer as fuck. Chicks, you all that whole slow burn shit, like everybody is pouring gas on that fire, and you guys just have to like settle in, bring some marshmallows, and let's
I
fucking
love
go.
arson, so I'm kind of here for it totally.
All right. Anyway, you can join us there for the our pirate themed campaign that involves much more combat than this one has. Called Gold and Ghosts. It's pirate themed. It's awesome. It is a little off the chains. It's great. You can see
Very.
Selkie. You can see Taylor. You can see Ken. You can see
his funny
Mr. Selkie. Mr. Selkie is there. And innuendo galore. That is a absolute thing. There is so many dirty jokes. It's wonderful. But that's what we got going on. Taylor, do you have anything from To Be Diced?
So for the 2B Dice schedule, we have Tuesday, we have our Star Wars campaign, which is run by Daddy Tarzan 82855. If you guys are interested in joining that campaign, you guys are welcome to reach out to 2B Dice ADV or Daddy Tarzan 82855 in order to be a part of one of his campaigns, whether it would be on stream or he also does some private campaigns. And then on Thursday, we do have Tales of Varden, which involves my 7-foot-tall half-orc barbarian Grendel. And that is on Thursdays starting at around usually 8 to 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. And then following that, of course, we have back on the Nexus, like Big Chief said, we have the amazing Golden Ghosts. And I don't believe we have any one-shots on the weekend for right now. But I will say, hopefully, if plans are planned out properly, we all know as D&D players, it can be a little bit difficult to schedule things, etc. Everyone has their lives going on. We are hoping by November the 2nd, we are bringing back the Dimensional Dial of Dr. Diago, featuring one of my characters, Xanthi Nightingale, who this campaign's been going on for about 2 years now, and we're happy to bring it back. And it will be a once-a-month campaign from what we are planning, and we are very excited to see it. And aside from that, we have nothing else on the docket for To Be Diced.
Awesome. I'm glad you guys are getting back to that. I know Matt's been missing it, so
I have been craving getting back into the bitch-ass Xanthi that it is. I am just manifesting this shit. I'm ready for it.
manifest. All right, and lastly, Lady Lily, what's going on in La La Land?
Mash.
Well, we actually just had another one shot yesterday, which I think is gonna be a monthly thing because I can't do it bi-weekly.
It is a lot.
It was amazing. Just saying. Y'all should totally go to her channel and watch it. Just saying.
It was fun. We
Facts.
actually formulated a plan and executed the plan,
worked!
and it worked.
Awesome. So yeah, you
After
can
that-
check her out. And what is your? It is at
Lady Lily of
Lily?
Lowland is Lady Lily of Lowland on Twitch and on TikTok. My streams are every Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, and they vary in
gonna say,
times. I am a
she's
parent.
always streaming something. Whenever I see her on Discord, it's always streaming this. It's wonderful.
We'll play Halo together someday. I promise, Lily. I promise.
Beautiful.
A lot of fun.
All right. So, everybody, thank you so much for staying in. Thank you for staying tuned and hearing what else we got going around the Nexus and our connected platforms.
Ori's got
So-
something.
Ori's got something. What's up, Ori?
Yeah, so I'm actually streaming this weekend too. On
Sure.
Fridays, you can catch me at Stratosphere_P on Twitch for Fighting Game Fridays. I'm currently learning how to play Tekken 8 as I've just entered
Yes.
a Tekken tournament for brand new players. So come watch me try to learn how to play Tekken and probably eventually hop over to some Grand Blue as well. 'cause I'm a
Beautiful.
bit better at that game.
Beautiful.
And then on Saturdays, you can watch on Saturday night. You can watch me lose my mind trying to get back to Masters and Overwatch too.
Beautiful. Smash. Awesome. So now we got one more streaming platform to plug because that's what we're all about here at the Nexus. So with that, everybody has gotten your chance to plug your stuff. I appreciate all of you. But with that, I think we're ready to say goodnight. What do you guys think? All right, Taylor,
Time is gone.
Get-
Time to go.
give us our sign off.
Oh. All right, you guys. Everybody, make good choices. And if you decide not to, don't do anything I wouldn't do. And if you do, have fun doing it, but don't get caught because I'm not going to bail you out of jail for it. Or I
Facts.
don't think anyone else here will either. And
Will not.
have fun doing it.
All right. Good night, everybody. Thank you for sticking around, and we will see you guys on Friday, or actually Wednesday, then Friday, and then next Monday. Have a good night, everybody, and we will
Good
see you guys
night.
next time.